communities of Muslims who are backward classes as caste groups are already given reservation. Now, how the Karnataka government is going to play this out, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, essentially the contention of the government is, Anisha, that they already have reservation. Those who need it, religion obviously should not be the criteria for reservation, but the need for it, irrespective of the religion the person belongs to, may get reservation, is what the contention of the Karnataka government is. Anisha?
Well, clearly, Sneha, now, this is not something that was said today. In the previous hearing on 13th of April, when this has happened, when a detailed hearing had happened, the Karnataka government had raised two contentions. One, that reservation on the basis of religion is not permissible under the constitution. And two, there are some categories, some classes of Muslims, which are certain caste groups, which are identified as backward classes who are already getting the benefit of reservation. And therefore, the Karnataka government had attempted to justify this decision to remove this, to scrap this 4% quota that is given to Muslims. At the same time, of course, Sneha, we'll have to see how this plays out politically in Karnataka, because the Vokaligas and the Lingayats, who are the biggest caste groups, are also OBC groups, have been given that 2% additional reservation. So they are also here before the Supreme Court. They're represented by senior advocate Mukul Rohatgi, who has been saying that they are the genuinely backward groups and they should have been given benefit of reservation. That religious reservation, of course, is anyway unconstitutional. But at the moment, since the court has said that nothing is going to be implemented till the next date, we'll have to see how this plays out both politically and legally in the court, especially with ministers in Karnataka having made statements, which is something that was flagged by senior advocate Dushyant Dave today, that there are ministers making election speeches, making statements about this reservation policy in this election season, and therefore the court should hear this quickly. Back to you.
Politically, the BJP has in fact, Anisha, gone to town and said that this is a Congress-era reservation which the BJP is doing away with. It is unconstitutional. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you for more on that story. I'm going to thank you, Anisha, for the moment. It is a controversy over the Muslim quota in poll-bound Karnataka. It's escalating. On Monday, Amit Shah, who was in Karnataka, reiterated his claim that religion-based quota was unconstitutional. He said Congress did it, the BJP is undoing it. BJP President JP Nadda said Congress wanted to withdraw the quota given to Lingayats and Vokaliga community instead. Earlier, senior Congress leader Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar had claimed that Congress will revive the old reservation system and will bring back Muslim quota. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has heard the petition challenging the government's decision to scrap the 4% OBC quota for Muslims and said there isn't going to be a call taken up until the 9th of May. The results, remember, in Karnataka will be declared on the 10th of May. The court had earlier adjourned the hearing following a request made by the state.
कई बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कई नेता पार्टी छोड़कर गए हैं, कोई पहली बार नहीं है। पार्टी जब कठोर फैसले लेती है तो कोई उसको हजम कर पाता है, कोई नहीं कर पाता है। जो हजम कर लेते हैं उनका पार्टी में सम्मान भी होता है, जो चले जाते हैं वो अपना भविष्य दूसरी जगह तराशते हैं, मगर ज्यादातर पार्टी छोड़कर गए हुए कार्यकर्ताओं का भारतीय जनता पार्टी का इतिहास है कि वो चुनाव नहीं जीतते।
That is true. As long as he was in BJP, now he is accepting the ideology of the Congress party. He is accepting the secularism. He is accepting the social justice. He is accepting the mistakes that he has done.
Why are they saying now that they are going to withdraw the Lingayat reservation which we have given? Why are they saying that they will withdraw Vokalinga reservation which we have given? So they have no sentiments. It is division with which they believe. They want to divide the society, and we believe to unite the society and make a strong society.
Amit Shah has said religion-based quota is unconstitutional.
Yes, what he said is correct.
It's correct, sir. You agree fully, sir?
Definitely.
Because Congress has said they will bring back Muslim reservation quota. But
let them bring, afterwards they will face the consequence when they are now going to lose miserably in this election. Question of doing such things does not arise, they will sit in the opposition party.
Amit Shah doesn't know the history of Karnataka politics. I am a part of that government myself, Mr. Revanna, we were a part of Virendra Patil. I have not made any chief minister to cry. Before resigning, Mr. Yediyurappa what threat has been given to Yediyurappa, what language he is speaking. I don't want to disclose it. Still this, whatever the tears has come out, it is rolling on the streets of Karnataka, and it will reply later.
Amit Shah said that they are ready to have BJP is ready to have a Lingayat chief minister, and he said if Congress is so concerned about the Lingayat community, then will the Congress also announce a CM candidate from the community?
We are not running a BJP party, we are running a Congress party, which has its own history and traditions. We don't want any other political leader to dictate to our party. Whomever we want, whomever we feel that will be beneficial for the country and the state, the Congress party will take its call.
Priyank Kharge of the Congress Party, MLA, is now joining us. Thank you so much for your time. What I want to ask you has got to do with the court now stepping in, and now it is being said that no call is going to be taken up until the 9th of May when it comes to scrapping OBC reservation, OBC quota for Muslims. What's your take?
Well, earlier also the Supreme Court had passed a remark and an observation saying that the way these reservations have been scrapped or shifted is unconstitutional and also unscientific. And there was no thought process behind this entire exercise. They had chided the government of Karnataka. Today what's happened is that the government of Karnataka has gone ahead and told that we will not be implemented, it's not coming to effect, and we will probably have to rethink on this entire thing, is what they have said. So it's very clear that the government of Karnataka's intention was to polarize and to get electoral benefits from this entire exercise. And today they have been left with an egg on their face by the Supreme Court. So the government has to come out clean on why they did this entire thing, what were they trying to do, and why did they do something so unscientific and unconstitutional to appease their electorate.
However, as far as the statements coming in concerned, the BJP has said this. Amit Shah has said it in the past as well, and several other leaders of the BJP have been saying it, that this is unconstitutional to begin with. Why give reservation on the basis of religion? Those people who are going to benefit will be from different religions, and this will involve Muslims.
See, I don't think Mr. Amit Shah or the BJP seniors really understand the historical and the social context and economic context for reservations. These are things that have been happening in the country for the last 2,000, 3,000 years, and the quest for equity, for whether it's the social equity or the economic equity, is a continued process. And unfortunately, these people don't realize that. That's why Mr. Amit Shah goes around saying that we will scrap the Muslim quota, we will scrap the Dalit quota, we will scrap reservation. If you remember, Mr. Ramajais, the late Mr. Ramajais, the former Rajya Sabha MP, had gone to the Supreme Court saying scrap reservations itself should be scrapped. So they don't understand the social structure at the grassroots level. That means they have no understanding of how the Indian society works.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Mr. Priyank Kharge, for joining in with your views on an important development from the state of Karnataka, all set to go to polls. The court says there can't be any movement on this entire matter, at least until the 9th of May. Remember, the results in Karnataka will be declared on the 10th of May. More news coming in. Amit Shah has met BJP leaders, including Karnataka Chief Minister, to discuss strategy in Hubli. Discussion also on the strategy to ensure defeat of BJP turncoats Jagdish Shettar and Lakshman Savdi. BJP is putting focus on defeating party turncoats. Sagairaj has more details of that. A very strong statement that has come in already from Amit Shah, saying that Jagdish Shettar is going to lose. The message is that if you're dumping the BJP for the Congress, then you aren't really going to be progressing, isn't it, Sagai?
Absolutely. Even while addressing a press conference yesterday, Amit Shah has reiterated that they have done a survey and it is a BJP bastion, and definitely Jagdish Shettar is going to lose from Hubballi. And they also went on to say that the internal survey have suggested that the people are not happy with Jagdish Shettar and the kind of work that he has done. And that is one of the reasons that why the BJP was reluctant to give a ticket to Jagdish Shettar. And talking about Lakshman Savdi, remember he was made DCM He was also in the top leadership plan of BJP, and they feel that he had enjoyed all kind of position in the BJP party, and incumbent MLA Mahesh Kumtali was given a ticket, and Lakshman Saudi was denied ticket. So they claim that they had to give for incumbent ticket, who was also a third vote, and that is one of the reasons that Lakshman Saudi was not given. But still, should have worked for the party. In the days to come, they could have given more opportunities. But now, it is a challenge for BJP to ensure the defeat of both these BJP turncoats to Congress in the days to come.
Sagai, I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us those details. BJP now putting its energy on defeating political turncoats like Jagdish Shettar and Lakshman Saudi. As the polls inch closer, the political blame game has intensified as well. Home Minister Amit Shah plays down the former Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar's exit, claiming that BJP will win the polls. Karnataka Congress Chief D.K. Shivkumar has hit out at Shah over party's Lingayat CM phase. Shah termed Shettar's exit as an internal decision of the party. Shettar's shift to Congress is not a loss to the party. Lingayats are still supporting the party is what is being said by the BJP. People are also supporting BJP. Hitting back at the Home Minister, Jagdish Shettar has predicted a wipeout of the BJP. Sharpening the attack, Shettar has said he joined Congress because the Saffron party disrespected him. And this time, Congress will get clear majority in the polls.
कोई लॉस नहीं होना है। जगदीश शेट्टर स्वयं चुनाव हारेंगे। हुबरी ने हमेशा भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वोट दिया है, हुबरी ने किसी व्यक्ति को नहीं दिया है। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता एक मुश्त है, एक झूठ है, और हुबरी के अंदर निश्चित रूप से भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव जीतेगी।
Anyhow, some corruption is there, so it is a 30-40%. So it is, I leave it to the people, and what corruption is there already there. Public will know corruption. What are the corruption going on in the last one? Who will be the CM?
Some news just coming in. Sources are telling us that Services Sports Control Board has barred its wrestlers and coaches from participating at the Jantar Mantar protest. Supreme Court has issued a notice on plea by female wrestlers. The court notes there are serious allegations of sexual harassment by wrestlers who have represented India. The court has said the matter requires court's consideration. The hearing is going to be held on the 28th of April. Notice, meanwhile, has been issued to Delhi police over allegations by wrestlers over non-registration of FIR against the WFI president. Next hearing is on Friday, is what we've been given to understand. Nitin is getting us more details on that story. Nitin, in fact, the main grouse of the wrestlers here is that an FIR has not been registered. The response from the Sports Ministry hasn't been appropriate, is what they say. And the Supreme Court now finally hearing this matter, will be hearing this matter on the 28th of April.
Well, of course, Supreme Court has said that we'll go through this matter on 28th. But they have also issued notice to Delhi police saying that please let us know that why the Delhi police has failed to file an FIR. So, but it's day 3 here. As you can see in the pictures, all wrestlers are sitting, protesting against WFI and Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, asking for the justice. Especially their demand is to arrest Brijbhushan Sharan Singh. If you're not arresting him, we are not going to move anywhere. Again, Sai official came to meet their wrestlers last night, and they're expecting some development also from Sports Ministry. So as of now, situation is very log-jammed. The athletes are very rigid. They are saying we will be here till our last breath. We are not going to move anywhere, and we are expecting that soon FIR will be registered and Brijbhushan Sharan Singh will be arrested. Sneha.
All right. Nitin, I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us up to speed with developments. The hearing is on Friday, is what we've been given to understand from the Supreme Court. With that, it's time for a quick commercial break here. We're getting you much more news in just a bit.
You're watching India Today.
Yet there's been a lot of talk about the money going to China because of the gap in valuations, reopening of China this year, etc. But how do you see these two? Because you track both carefully. But between China and India, what will suck in most of the emerging market capital which is coming back?
You must remember, China has a number of advantages at this stage. As you know, China underperformed India dramatically in the last few years, and now it's beginning to turn. That's number one. Number two, the Chinese market is very large and very liquid. If you compare the market capitalization of China versus India, you'll see that there's a huge difference. So for the large institutional investors, they really don't have much choice but to go to China. So if they have a basket of emerging markets funds, they might put 10% in India and maybe 40% in China. So you can see that China is still very attractive from that point of view, and will continue to be so.
Is oil a factor at all, Mark? Because, we have this issue of crude imports, and crude prices have started moving up once again. I mean, do you have a view that crude climbs above $100 once again? And if it does, where does that leave this India versus China question?
Well, the good news for India is that they can get cheap crude from Russia, as we saw what's happening in Ukraine. So I don't think that's going to have a big impact on India, even if crude does go up. Crude, of course, is not going to go down dramatically, that's for sure, because the demand for crude, the demand for energy generally, as you can see from coal prices, is still very high. But I think India will still be in a good position because of what's happening in Ukraine and the lower supply going to Europe and the higher supply going to places like India and China.
Why can't it be my decision to choose what I want to have? I mean, maybe I wanted an Amul buttermilk this morning.
We are confident that Nandini is capable of fighting any competition, whether it's here in the domestic market or whether it is internationally. Rahul Gandhi was here recently and said Nandini is the pride of Karnataka, while in his electoral state of Kerala, Nandini was being pushed back, unnecessarily creating division on the basis of even milk is something that the state is seeing for the first time, and the Congress will pay a very heavy price for this.
You are watching India Today.
The hijab controversy has taken Karnataka by storm. The state witnessed a showdown. The issue made global headlines, but the state stood firm. In schools, uniform has to be respected. This was upheld by the court. Some girls were in a tough situation to choose between hijab or kitab. 18-year-old Tabassum Sheikh made her choice. This is her story.
Our rights. We want justice. We want justice.
Months after the face-off over a ban on hijab on campus put the state of Karnataka on the edge, an 18-year-old student has put the fight behind her to emerge on top. Tabassum Sheikh is the topper in art stream in the second Karnataka PUC examination. Her dedication towards academics has Karnataka and the country in awe.
I used to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I feel really fresh and rejuvenated after a good night's rest. And that's when I would start studying. And I would study up till 8 o'clock. And then obviously at 9:30 I have college, so I have to get ready for that. And then I'd come back and I would revise my notes. So it was almost 6 to 8 hours of study daily.
Tabassum used to wear a hijab regularly. She says she faced immense mental pressure when the ban was upheld by courts, and she was given no choice, and she was left to choose between studies and hijab.
When the verdict came out, my parents they encouraged me to comply with the orders, and I did not attend college for 2 weeks because I was very confused about what I should do. But my parents said that if I was able to acquire an education, then I could get to a position where I could prevent such injustices from happening in the future.
Tabassum has perhaps set an example for many. Education first is India first.
You are watching India Today.
Bookstalls at railway stations. Once a common sight, now a rarity that evokes nostalgia. In an age when bookstalls have expanded to multi-purpose shops, the Sarvodaya Sahitya stall at the Lucknow railway station has stayed true to its aim. That is, to spread awareness about Gandhian ideology.
पिताजी ने गांधी जी की आत्मकथा पढ़ी, विनोबा जी की किताबें कुछ उनके संपर्क में आई, तो जब वो पढ़ा उन्होंने और उसके बाद उनके विचार बदल गए। फिर उनको लगा कि नहीं, मैं ऐसा बुक स्टॉल मेरे पास होना चाहिए जिससे अच्छी किताबें लोगों तक जाएं, अच्छे विचार लोगों तक जाएं और एक आदर्श समाज की स्थापना में मदद हो सके।
Biographies of Mahatma Gandhi, Vinoba Bhave, Bhagat Singh, Netaji and other Indian heroes have pride of place at the shop. Neeraj Arora admits the increased use of cell phones to consume content has hit reading habits but sees hope.
आफ्टर कोविड की बात करें तो फिर लोग किताबों की ओर लौटे हैं। इस बार विश्व पुस्तक मेले में भी किताबों की बिक्री जो थी वो पूर्व वर्षों के मुकाबले बहुत अधिक थी।
Kasturi Lal Arora, who founded the stall in 1976, is now 84 years old, but still visits the shop.
अब जो है तो हम अच्छी अच्छी किताबें रखते हैं, लोग देखते हैं, बहुत खुश होते हैं, विचार चेंज होते हैं। वो सर्वोदय किताबें देखकर बहुत खुश होते हैं, गांधी विनोबा किताबें देखकर कहते वाकई बहुत अच्छा आप काम कर रहे हैं।
The Sarvodaya Sahitya stall even today has many admirers.
मैं इस यहाँ पे बराबर आता रहता हूँ, मेरा हफ्ते में मेरा विजिट होता रहता है, तो मैं इस बुक से स्टॉल किताब लेता रहता हूँ।
मैंने त्रिपिटक इनका अच्छी तरह से पढ़ा है और त्रिपिटक की लगभग बुक्स जिनका हिंदी रूपांतरण हुआ है मैंने पढ़े हैं।
The mission to conserve and promote literature in these times is in itself a commendable task. With Shilpi Sen in Lucknow, Bureau Report, India Today.
Why can't it be my decision to choose what I want to have? I mean, maybe I wanted an Amul buttermilk this morning.
We are confident that Nandini is capable of fighting any competition, whether it's here in the domestic market or whether it is internationally. You know, Rahul Gandhi was here recently and said Nandini is the pride of Karnataka, while in his electoral state of Kerala, Nandini was being pushed back, unnecessarily creating division on the basis of even milk is something that the state is seeing for the first time, and the Congress will pay a very heavy price for this.
Good evening, viewers. Let's take a look at the weather report across the major cities this evening. Thiruvananthapuram is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 47. Mumbai is at 34 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 126. Panji is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 63. Ahmedabad is at 40 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 55. Bhopal is at 37 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 102. Jaipur is at 35 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 104. Delhi is at 36 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 123. Srinagar is at 22 degrees Celsius with AQI being 41. Lucknow is at 34 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 144. Patna is at 36 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 145. Kolkata is at 34 degrees with an AQI of 81. Hyderabad is at 40 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 34. Bangalore is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 86. Chennai is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 37. This is all we have for you in this segment. Hope wherever you are, you find favorable weather around you. Keep watching India Today for all the weather updates with me AI Sana all through the day.
Very good afternoon. You're watching India Today TV. I'm Sneha Moldani. This is Lunch Break. The headlines first. Prime Minister Modi holds a roadshow in Thiruvananthapuram amid rousing support. Flags off the Vande Bharat Express in Kerala, the first one. BJP unleashes its campaign machinery in Karnataka. The Prime Minister to visit 8 cities for rallies and roadshows. Modi to hold a roadshow in Bengaluru on the 29th of April. Amit Shah meets BJP leaders including Karnataka Chief Minister to discuss strategy in Hubli. Discussion on strategy to ensure defeat of BJP turncoats Shettar and Lakshman Savdi. Karnataka quota move faces Supreme Court hurdle. Top court holds Muslim quota purge till the 9th of May. Mumbai assures move won't be implemented. Ahead of Pakistan's FM visit to India for SCO meet, S. Shankar shames terror backer Pakistan. Says difficult to engage with those who shield terror.
We have always said that they have to deliver on their commitment, not to encourage, sponsor and carry out cross-border terrorism.
It's day 2 of the Prime Minister's visit to Kerala. Kerala's Thiruvananthapuram is all decked up and there is a festive look to, in fact, this city. The Prime Minister wore Kerala's traditional attire today. Supporters lined up on the streets of Thiruvananthapuram to greet Prime Minister Modi. The Prime Minister inaugurated Kerala's first Vande Bharat Express. It's the 16th Vande Bharat Express train in the country. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and Congress MP from Thiruvananthapuram, Shashi Tharoor, also accompanied Prime Minister Modi as he inspected Kerala's first Vande Bharat Express. The Prime Minister, any moment now, is all set to, in fact, also be flagging off the country's first water metro service connecting Kochi's islands to the mainland during his 2-day visit. The one-of-its-kind project is going to provide safe, affordable and pocket-friendly travel for the people in and around Kochi and also boost tourism. Getting all the details of the Prime Minister's visit to Kerala. Earlier today, he flagged off the Vande Bharat Express, pictures on your screen, from Thiruvananthapuram. This is the Thiruvananthapuram Central Station. It's going to be connecting 11 districts. In fact, up next, the Prime Minister is also to flag off the country's first water metro service, connecting Kochi's islands to the mainland. This is his 2-day visit to Kerala. The one-of-its-kind project is going to provide safe, affordable and pocket-friendly travel for people in and around Kochi and also boost tourism. 78 electric boats and 38 terminals. This is India's first water metro that is also to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Kerala. Shibi Mall is getting us all of the details as far as India's first water metro in Kochi is concerned. This is a big development. Take us to the details of the Kochi water metro. What about the features? Which are the routes it will cover?
Well, the Kochi Water Metro service has been inaugurated by Prime Minister today. He flagged off the Kochi Metro Water Service. This particular project is completely state government's project. It's in fact taken out by the Kochi Metro Corporation, which is under the state government. So it's a complete state government project that was in fact launched many years before. It's been the construction work and all of it has been going on for a lot of years. Right now, there are two route services are there, which is from the Kerala High Court in Kochi to Vaipin, and the other is from Kakinad to Vaitila, which are some of the busiest areas in Cochin. Now, it will start functioning. The first service will be on 26 April, that's tomorrow, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, there are 8 boats that's already been prepared to start the journey. From High Court to Vaitila, it's going to be 20 rupees and it's going to take 20 minutes to cover the entire region. And from Kakinad to Vaitila, it's going to be 30 rupees and 25 minutes, which is the shortest distance and a very affordable price. It's the first water metro service in the country, as well as one of a very unique project in the world. If we compare with the projects in the world also, it's a very unique project. And also, there will be close to 50 in every 15 minutes they're planning to have one boat service from all these locations. Right now there are 2 routes that will start its service from tomorrow, but in the coming days they're planning to extend this services to other locations also. Remember, Kochi is a port city. It will be connecting the mainland of Kochi to the islands in Kochi. So there are a lot of islands and everything, so it will be connecting these islands to the mainland of Kochi. A very dream project, a very unique project that's been launched today by the Prime Minister. But of course, the project is under the state government's initiative. But the project definitely is going to change the, it's going to be an attractive factor for the tourist also, because it's a water metro service where they will also get to enjoy the beauty of Kerala, a journey through the river and lake there, because it's been initiated also to attract the tourists as well as the common people, because it's just 20 rupees and 20 to 30 rupees for the entire journey. That's from the High Court to the Vaipin region, as well as the Vaitila to Kakinad region. So it's a long distance in 20 or 30 rupees. So it's going to help the common people as well as the tourists that's coming to Kochi.
All right, inauguration of the water project. Shibi is getting us all the details and live pictures on your screens from the venue there at Thiruvananthapuram. Let's go straight to that.
Rail connectivity forms the backbone of transportation in the state of Kerala. Increase of sectional speed in the 326-kilometer long Thiruvananthapuram to Shornur sector at cost of rupees 381 crore will greatly enhance the speed of trains and significantly reduce the travel time, benefiting the rail traveller. Keralathile ഗതാഗതത്തിന്റെ നട്ടെല്ലാണ് railway. 381 കോടി രൂപ ചെലവിൽ 326 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൈർഘ്യമുള്ള തിരുവനന്തപുരം മുതൽ ഷൊർണൂർ സെക്ടറിൽ സെക്ഷണൽ വേഗത ഉയർത്തുന്നത് ട്രെയിനുകളുടെ വേഗത വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കുകയും യാത്രാസമയം ഗണ്യമായി കുറയ്ക്കുകയും ചെയ്യും. തിരുവനന്തപുരത്തിനും ഷൊർണൂരിനും ഇടയിൽ സെക്ഷണൽ വേഗത വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ള പ്രവർത്തികൾക്ക് തുടക്കമിട്ടു.
Shibi continues to be with us. Shibi, it's all the more important that these islands are now connected, because the Chief Minister has also reiterated that this indeed will improve the socio-economic conditions of these islands, otherwise often disconnected from the mainstream, really, isn't it? And help in the development of infrastructure.
Well, absolutely. In the matter of infrastructure as well as in an aspect of tourism, because that's another aspect which brings a lot of revenue to Kerala. Tourism is one, and it's been hit very badly during the COVID season in the last few years. So there's a revival of the tourism industry going on in Kerala. So all these projects, they are hoping that will also boost the tourism sector, and most importantly the infrastructure, whether it's Vande Bharat or the Kochi Water Metro service. All of this are in the mode of infrastructure development, because if we see the Vande Bharat Express was something that the state of Kerala was hoping to get. This was one issue that was raised by the MPs from Kerala in the parliament time and again. The first demand was, of course, for 10 to 11 Vande Bharat Express, and initially there was a narrative going on that Vande Bharat will not be granted to Kerala anytime soon. But right now Vande Bharat has been granted, which is going to be a very big boost, because a lot of people keep travelling from the Malabar and the southern side to Thiruvananthapuram Tirunvananthapuram, as all the government offices are situated here. So for all of them, it's a very it's very helpful when it comes to managing the time to reaching the location on time, because it takes close to 8 hours or 9 hours only to reach from Kannur to Thiruvananthapuram. But one thing that's been questioned by the Congress and the CPIM, of course, is the timings, because it's a day train from Thiruvananthapuram to Kannur and Thiruvananthapuram to Kasaragod. So mostly people will be travelling to Thiruvananthapuram from Kannur or from the northern Kerala to the capital during the night time. So hoping that they can reach early morning, finish off their work and come back in the evening. But Vande Bharat will be running during the day time, which is again a narrative that's been raised by both the Congress and the CPIM. So how well it is going to help the people is what they're asking. But of course, there's been huge rousing welcome for the Vande Bharat Express, and of course also for the Kochi Water Metro service in the state. The people are very happy that in any form development is what we need right now, and that's coming to the state, and that's really on ground. The people have been responding very positively to all of it.
All right. I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us those details. These visuals are in fact from Thiruvananthapuram. First the Vande Bharat Express and now the Kochi Water Metro project connecting 10 islands being inaugurated.
Kerala has been pivotal to this growth journey. Many infrastructure projects have been completed in last 9 years or are in advanced stages of completion. Government of India is resolute to fulfill the aspirations of the people of Kerala.
In other news today, there's a controversy over Muslim quota in poll-bound Karnataka. It's only escalating, with the Supreme Court now making it clear that the move to scrap 4% Muslim quota must be put on hold till the 9th of May. This comes even as the Karnataka government confirmed in the court that their quota decision hasn't been implemented yet. The Muslim petitioners in the case, however, have questioned the repeated adjournments in the case and sought an immediate decision from the court. On Monday, Amit Shah, who was in Karnataka, reiterated his claim that religion-based quota was unconstitutional, claiming that the Congress implemented the religion-based quota just for vote bank politics. He said that his government had worked towards social justice by abolishing the Muslim quota. BJP President JP Nadda said Congress wanted to withdraw the quota given to Lingayats and Vokaliga community.
कई बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कई नेता पार्टी छोड़कर गए हैं, कोई पहली बार नहीं है। पार्टी जब कठोर फैसले लेती है तो कोई उसको हजम कर पाता है, कोई नहीं कर पाता है। जो हजम कर लेते हैं उनका पार्टी में सम्मान भी होता है, जो चले जाते हैं वो अपना भविष्य दूसरी जगह तराशते हैं, मगर ज्यादातर पार्टी छोड़कर गए हुए कार्यकर्ताओं का भारतीय जनता पार्टी का इतिहास है कि वो चुनाव नहीं जीतते।
That is true. As long as he was in BJP, now he is accepting the ideology of the Congress party, he is accepting the secularism, he is accepting the social justice, he is accepting the mistakes that he has done.
Why are they saying now that they are going to withdraw the Lingayat reservation which we have given? Why are they saying that they will withdraw Vokalinga reservation which we have given? So they have no sentiments. It is division in which they believe. They want to divide the society, and we believe to unite the society and make a strong society.
The Supreme Court, I understand, has stayed the stayed the reservation order of the Karnataka government. Our view is very clear and has been very consistent. We believe, our government, our ideology believes in delivering real social justice. We believe that the Constitution does not provide for religion-based reservation. And our position on this has been extremely steadfast from before Karnataka elections and after Karnataka election. Now, whatever the grounds are for the Supreme Court to intervene at this stage, our lawyers will certainly, the Government of India's lawyers and the Government of Karnataka's lawyers will certainly argue in front of the Supreme Court.
आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इस में रोक लगाया। ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एगेंस्ट है, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में धर्म के आधार पर रिलीजियस तो रिजर्वेशन नहीं है। फिर एक बार सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएंगे और समझाएंगे धर्म का आधार पर रिजर्वेशन नहीं देना एंड हम नहीं मानेंगे।
Amit Shah has said religion-based quota is unconstitutional.
Yes, what he said is correct.
It's correct, sir. You agree fully, sir?
Definitely.
Because Congress has said they will bring back Muslim reservation quota.
Let them bring. Afterwards, they will face the consequence when they are now going to lose miserably in this election. Question of doing such things does not arise. They will sit in the opposition party.
Amit Shah doesn't know the history of Karnataka politics. I am a part of that government. Myself, Mr. Revanna, we were a part of Virendra Patil. I have not made any chief minister to cry. Before resigning, Mr. Yediyurappa, what threat has been given to Yediyurappa, what language he is speaking, I don't want to disclose it. Still this, whatever the tears has come out, it is rolling on the streets of Karnataka and it will reply later.
Amit Shah said that they are ready to have BJP is ready to have a Lingayat chief minister, and he said if Congress is so concerned about the Lingayat community, then will the Congress also announce a CM candidate from the community?
We are not running a BJP party, we are running a Congress party, which has its own history and traditions. We don't want any other political leader to dictate to our party, whomever we want, whomever we feel that will be beneficial for the country and the state, the Congress party will take its call.
Even as the debate rages over the Bommai government's move in Karnataka, Home Minister Amit Shah made a pitch to scrap Muslim quota in Telangana as well.
मैं यहाँ कहकर जाता हूँ, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी तो एक गैर संवैधानिक मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे। ये अधिकार तेलंगाना के एससी, एसटी और ओबीसी का है, वो अधिकार उनको मिलेगा और मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे।
We have some news just coming in. Let's go straight to that. This from Karnataka again. Sources are telling us that Bommai is going to be the chief minister again if the BJP were to get a second term in Karnataka. Big story we're getting at this even as Karnataka is all set to go to polls. Sources are indicating to India today that the BJP's choice once again might just be Basavaraj Bommai. Basavaraj Bommai may once again get a second term if the BJP were to come to power in the state of Karnataka. This is what sources within the BJP are indicating or telling India Today television. The Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai will indeed be the Chief Minister again, the choice for the BJP in Karnataka. Himanshu Mishra is getting us all of those details as far as this big development is concerned. Himanshu, क्या sources का ये indication है कि बसवराज बोम्मई अभी भी सेंट्रल लीडरशिप के नंबर 1 चॉइस है?
देखिए बिल्कुल सेंट्रल लीडरशिप की नंबर 1 चॉइस है। जिस तरीके से उन्होंने पिछले 3 दिनों के अंदर 51 असेंबली सीट्स पर जो है वो कैंपेन किया है और लगातार वो कैंपेन में है। आज भी उन्होंने गृह मंत्री अमित शाह प्रहलाद जोशी के साथ जो है स्ट्रेटेजिक मीटिंग की है, आगे कैसे कैंपेन लेके जाना है। और दूसरी तरफ जिस तरीके से सिद्धारमैया ने लिंगायत कम्युनिटी को लेकर टारगेट किया, उन्होंने कहा जितने लिंगायत मुख्यमंत्री हुए हैं वो सब भ्रष्ट हुए हैं, तो उसको लेकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी लेके जाना चाहती है। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जो कोर वोटर है कर्नाटक में वो लिंगायत है, तो ऐसे में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ये जरूर चाहेगी कि लिंगायत के इशू को बढ़ाया जाए। और दूसरी तरफ बोम्मई जो है वो लिंगायत ही है, तो ऐसे में ये माना जा सकता है कि अगले मुख्यमंत्री की रेस में सबसे आगे जो है वो बोम्मई ही है।
और अगर बोम्मई को अगर फाइट देने के लिए कोई तैयार है बीजेपी में, तो वो कौन है, वो कौन सा दूसरा या तीसरा नाम है जिसे सेंटर कंसिडर कर सकते हैं और क्यों?
देखिए उसमें फिर वो लंबी फहरिस्त है। अगर आप देखेंगे तो उसमें कई लोग हो सकते हैं, प्रहलाद जोशी हैं और अन्य नेता हैं, लेकिन फिलहाल क्योंकि वो मुख्यमंत्री हैं और अगर उनकी लीडरशिप में भारतीय जनता पार्टी दूसरी बार चुनाव जीतती
होती है तो सबसे फ्रंट रनर के तौर पर जो है वो बुमई ही जो है वो मुख्यमंत्री पद के दावेदार होंगे, क्योंकि अभी हमने खुद प्रहलाद जोशी से पूछा कि अगला मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा तो उन्होंने कहा बुमई ही हमारे मुख्यमंत्री हैं अभी तक। तो एक मीन ये मानकर चला जा सकता है कि बुमई रेस में इस वक्त सबसे आगे है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिस तरीके से लिंगायतों को लेकर उन्होंने स्ट्रेटेजी बनाई है और सीतारमैया और कांग्रेस को घेरने की कोशिश की है कि उन्होंने लिंगायत कम्युनिटी का अपमान किया है, तो ऐसे में बुमई जो है सबसे बड़े चेहरे के रूप में उभर रहे हैं कि वो अगले मुख्यमंत्री हो सकते हैं। क्योंकि अगर आप देखेंगे तो वहां पर येदियुरप्पा सबसे बड़े लिंगायत चेहरे थे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के और कर्नाटक की राजनीति में, लेकिन उन्होंने ये कह दिया है कि चुनाव नहीं लड़ेंगे, आप उनके पीछे चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। तो ऐसे में अगर देखा जाए तो बुमई ही सबसे फ्रंट रनर के तौर पे देखे जा सकते हैं अगले मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनती है।
जी, एक जरूरी बात यहाँ पर यह भी है कि बीएस येदियुरप्पा चुनाव नहीं लड़ रहे, लेकिन बुमई का पर बीएसवाई का आशीर्वाद है। Bomai increasingly Himanshu is seen as BSY's man in Karnataka, isn't it?
देखिए, जब बीएस येदियुरप्पा ने मुख्यमंत्री पद छोड़ा था और उनकी जगह बुमई को मुख्यमंत्री बनाया गया था, अभी जो है वो ये था कि वो बिना येदियुरप्पा के सहमति के नहीं बने थे। येदियुरप्पा की सहमति के बाद ही जो है बुमई मुख्यमंत्री भी बने थे और जिस तरीके की अगर आप देखें तो ट्यूनिंग है उनकी येदियुरप्पा के साथ है, येदियुरप्पा के चेहरे को पार्टी आगे लेके चलती है, तो ये जरूर है।
News just coming in, we'll go straight to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is in fact
केरला के गवर्नर श्रीमान आरिफ मोहम्मद खान, मुख्यमंत्री श्रीमान पिनाराई विजयन जी, केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल के मेरे सहयोगी अश्विनी वैष्णव जी, केरला सरकार के मंत्रीगण, स्थानीय सांसद भाई शशि थरूर जी, यहां उपस्थित अन्य महानुभाव और केरला के मेरे प्यारे भाई और बहनों, कुछ दिन पहले ही मलयाली नववर्ष शुरू हुआ है। आपने बहुत उत्साह और उमंग के साथ विशु उत्सव मनाया है। मैं एक बार फिर आप सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि उल्लास के इस माहौल में मुझे केरला के विकास के उत्सव से जुड़ने का मौका मिला है। आज केरला को अपनी पहली वंदे भारत ट्रेन मिली है। आज कोच्चि को वाटर मेट्रो की नई सौगात मिली है। रेलवे से जुड़े अनेक प्रोजेक्ट्स मिले हैं। कनेक्टिविटी के साथ साथ आज केरला के विकास से जुड़े और भी प्रोजेक्ट्स का लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास हुआ है। विकास के इन सभी प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए केरला के लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई।
നല്ലവരായ മലയാളി സ്നേഹിതരെ നമസ്കാരം. കേരള ഗവർണർ ശ്രീ ആരിഫ് മുഹമ്മദ് ഖാൻജി, മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി ശ്രീ പിണറായി വിജയൻജി, കേന്ദ്രമന്ത്രിസഭയിലെ എന്റെ സഹപ്രവർത്തകൻ അശ്വിനി വൈഷ്ണവ്ജി, സംസ്ഥാന സർക്കാരിലെ മന്ത്രിമാർ, പാർലമെന്റ് അംഗം ശ്രീ ശശി തരൂർജി, ഇവിടെ സന്നിഹിതരായിരിക്കുന്ന മഹത് വ്യക്തികളെ, കേരളത്തിലെ എന്റെ പ്രിയ സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, കുറച്ച് ദിവസങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പാണ് നാം മലയാള നവവർഷം ആരംഭിച്ചത്. അത്യുത്സാഹത്തോടെ നാം വിഷു ഉത്സവം കൊണ്ടാടി. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി ഏവർക്കും ഞാൻ വളരെയധികം ശുഭാശംസകൾ നേരുകയാണ്. എനിക്ക് വളരെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് ആഹ്ലാദത്തിന്റെ ഈ വേളയിൽ കേരളത്തിന്റെ വികസന ഉത്സവത്തിൽ പങ്കാളിയാകാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞതിൽ. ഇന്ന് കേരളത്തിന് ആദ്യത്തെ വന്ദേ ഭാരത് ട്രെയിൻ കിട്ടി. ഇന്ന് കൊച്ചി വാട്ടർ മെട്രോ അതിന്റെ സൗഭാഗ്യ ദിനമാണ്. റെയിൽവേയുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട അനേകം പ്രോജക്റ്റുകൾ ആരംഭിച്ചു. കണക്ടിവിറ്റിക്കൊപ്പം ഇന്ന് കേരളത്തിന്റെ വികസനവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട പ്രോജക്റ്റുകൾ ശുഭാരംഭം കുറിച്ചു. പലതും ശിലാന്യാസം നടത്തി. വികസനത്തിന്റെ ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പദ്ധതികൾക്കായി കേരളത്തിലെ മുഴുവൻ ജനങ്ങൾക്കും ഞാൻ आशंसകൾ നേരുന്നു.
भाइयों और बहनों, केरला बहुत ही जागरूक, समझदार और शिक्षित लोगों का प्रदेश है. यहां के लोगों का सामर्थ्य, यहां के लोगों की विनम्रता, उनका परिश्रम उनकी एक विशिष्ट पहचान बनाता है. आप सभी देश विदेश की परिस्थितियों से भी भली भांति परिचित रहते हैं. इसलिए आज आप ये भी भली भांति जानते हैं कि दुनिया भर के देशों में क्या हालत है, उनकी अर्थव्यवस्था किस स्थिति से गुजर रही है. इन वैश्विक हालातों के बीच भी दुनिया भारत को विकास का वाइब्रेंट स्पॉट मान रही है. भारत के विकास की संभावनाओं को स्वीकार कर रही है.
സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, കേരളം വളരെ ജാഗ്രതയുള്ളതാണ്. ഇവിടുത്തെ ജനങ്ങൾ അറിവുള്ളവരാണ്, വിദ്യാസമ്പന്നരാണ്. ഇവിടുത്തെ ആളുകൾ സ്വന്തം സാമർഥ്യം കൊണ്ടും വിനയത്തോടെയുള്ള പെരുമാറ്റം കൊണ്ടും പരിശ്രമശീലം കൊണ്ടും മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പരിചിതമായി മാറുന്നു. ഇന്ന് രാജ്യത്തെയും വിദേശത്തെയും പരിസ്ഥിതികളെക്കുറിച്ച് കേരളത്തിലെ ജനങ്ങൾ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ പരിചിതരാണ്. അതിനാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം ലോകത്താകമാനം, രാജ്യത്താകമാനം എന്താണ് നടക്കുന്നതെന്ന്. അവിടുത്തെ സാമ്പത്തിക അവസ്ഥ എന്താണ് എന്നറിയാൻ കഴിയും. ലോകത്തിന്റെ ഈ അവസ്ഥയിലും ഭാരതം വികസനത്തിന്റെ ബ്രൈറ്റ് സ്പോട്ട് ആയി മാറുകയാണ്. ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ വികസന സാധ്യതകൾ ലോകത്താകമാനം അംഗീകരിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു.
भारत पर दुनिया के इस मजबूत भरोसे के पीछे अनेक कारण हैं. पहला, केंद्र में एक निर्णायक सरकार, भारत के हित में बड़े फैसले लेने वाली सरकार. दूसरा, केंद्र सरकार द्वारा आधुनिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर अभूतपूर्व निवेश. तीसरा, अपनी डेमोग्राफी यानी युवाओं के स्किल पर इन्वेस्टमेंट. और चौथा, ईज ऑफ लिविंग और ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस को लेकर केंद्र सरकार का कमिटमेंट. हमारी सरकार कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म पर बल देती है, राज्यों के विकास को देश के विकास का सूत्र मानती है. केरला का विकास होगा तो भारत का विकास और तेज होगा. हम इस सेवा भावना के साथ काम कर रहे हैं.
ഭാരതം ലോകത്തിന് മുന്നിൽ ഇത്രയും ശക്തമായ വിശ്വാസം നേടിയെടുത്തതിന്റെ കാരണം പലതാണ്. ഒന്നാമത്തേത്, കേന്ദ്രത്തിൽ ശക്തമായ സർക്കാർ, രാജ്യത്തിന്റെ നന്മയ്ക്കായി ശക്തമായ തീരുമാനങ്ങൾ എടുക്കുന്ന സർക്കാർ. രണ്ടാമത്തേത്, കേന്ദ്ര സർക്കാർ ആധുനിക അടിസ്ഥാന സൗകര്യ വികസനത്തിനായി അഭൂതപൂർവമായ നിക്ഷേപ സാധ്യതകൾ കണ്ടെത്തുന്നു. മൂന്നാമത്തേത്, സ്വന്തം ഡെമോഗ്രാഫി, അതായത് യുവാക്കളുടെ സ്കില്ലിനായി ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെന്റ്. നാലാമത്തേത്, ഈസ് ഓഫ് ലിവിംഗ്, ഈസ് ഓഫ് ഡൂയിങ് ബിസിനസ് എന്നിവയിൽ കേന്ദ്ര സർക്കാർ പ്രതിബദ്ധമാണ്. നമ്മുടെ സർക്കാർ കോപ്പറേറ്റീവ് ഫെഡറലിസത്തിന് ശക്തി നൽകുന്നു. സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങളുടെ വികാസത്തിലൂടെ രാജ്യത്തിന്റെ വികസനം എന്ന അടിസ്ഥാനത്തെ ആധാരമാക്കി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നു. കേരളം വികസിച്ചാൽ അതിലൂടെ ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ വികസനത്തിന് വേഗതയേകും. ഇത്തരത്തിൽ സേവന മനോഭാവത്തോടു കൂടിയാണ് നാം പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നത്.
आज भारत की विश्व में जो साख बढ़ी है उसमें एक बड़ी भूमिका केंद्र सरकार द्वारा ग्लोबल आउटरीच के प्रयास की भी है और इसका बहुत बड़ा फायदा केरला के उन लोगों को भी मिला है जो बाहर दूसरे देशों में रहते हैं. मैं जब भी कहीं बाहर जाता हूं तो अक्सर मेरी मुलाकात केरला के लोगों से भी होती है. भारत की बढ़ती हुई शक्ति, भारत की बढ़ती हुई ताकत का बहुत बड़ा लाभ विदेश में रहने वाले इंडियन डायस्पोरा को भी मिल रहा है.
ഇന്ന് ലോകത്ത് ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ വികസന സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾക്ക് ശക്തമായ അംഗീകാരം ലഭിക്കുന്നു. ഇതിന്റെ പ്രധാന കാരണം കേന്ദ്ര സർക്കാരിന് ഗ്ലോബൽ ഔട്ട്റീച്ചിന് വേണ്ടിയുള്ള പരിശ്രമങ്ങളാണ്. ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പരിശ്രമങ്ങൾ കേരളത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പുറത്ത് ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്ന, വിദേശ രാജ്യങ്ങളിൽ ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്ന കേരളത്തിലെ ജനങ്ങൾക്കും ധാരാളമായി പ്രയോജനം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഞാൻ വിദേശ രാജ്യങ്ങളിലേക്ക് പോകുമ്പോഴെല്ലാം കേരളത്തിലെ ജനങ്ങളുമായി കൂടിക്കാഴ്ച നടത്താറുണ്ട്. ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ അത്യപൂർവമായ ശക്തി, ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ വികസിത ശക്തി, ഇതിന്റെ ലാഭം വിദേശങ്ങളിൽ താമസിക്കുന്ന ഭാരതീയരായിട്ടുള്ള പ്രവാസികൾക്ക് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ലഭിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
भाइयों और बहनों, बीते 9 वर्षों में भारत में कनेक्टिविटी के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए अभूतपूर्व स्पीड और अभूतपूर्व स्केल पर काम किया जा रहा है. इस साल के बजट में भी हमने 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए से अधिक इंफ्रा पर खर्च करना तय किया है. आज हम देश में पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट और लॉजिस्टिक्स सेक्टर का पूरी तरह से कायाकल्प कर रहे हैं. हम भारतीय रेल के स्वर्णिम युग की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं. 2014 से पहले केरला के लिए जो औसतन रेल बजट रहता था, अब उसमें 5 गुना से भी ज्यादा वृद्धि की ऑलरेडी हमने व्यवस्था कर दी है.
സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, കഴിഞ്ഞ 9 വർഷത്തിനുള്ളിൽ കണക്ടിവിറ്റിയുടെ ഇൻഫ്രാസ്ട്രക്ചറിനായി ആ മേഖലയിൽ അഭൂതപൂർവമായ വേഗത കൈവരിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഈ വർഷം ബഡ്ജറ്റിൽ നാം 10 ലക്ഷം കോടി രൂപയിലധികം അടിസ്ഥാന സൗകര്യ വികസനത്തിനായി ചെലവഴിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്ത് പബ്ലിക് ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ടിന്റെ മേഖലയിലായാലും ലോജിസ്റ്റിക് സെക്ടറിന്റെ മേഖലയിലായാലും പരിപൂർണമായ പുനർജീവന സാധ്യതകൾ നാം തേടുകയാണ്. ഇന്ന് ഭാരതീയ റെയിൽവേ അതിന്റെ സുവർണ കാലഘട്ടത്തിലൂടെയാണ് കടന്നു പോകുന്നത്. 2014 മുമ്പ് കേരളത്തിന് അനുവദിക്കപ്പെട്ട റെയിൽ ബഡ്ജറ്റിനെക്കാളും 5 ഇരട്ടി തുക ഇക്കൊല്ലം ഇതുവരെ ചെലവഴിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു.
पिछले 9 वर्षों में केरला में गेज परिवर्तन, डबलीकरण और इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन के अनेक प्रोजेक्ट पूरे हुए हैं. आज भी तिरुवनंतपुरम सहित केरला के 3 स्टेशनों को आधुनिक बनाने का काम शुरू हुआ है. ये स्टेशन सिर्फ रेलवे स्टेशन ही नहीं है, बल्कि मल्टी मॉडल ट्रांसपोर्ट हब बनेंगे. वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस जैसी आधुनिक ट्रेन भी एस्पिरेशनल इंडिया की पहचान है. आज हम ये सेमी हाई स्पीड ट्रेन इसलिए चला पा रहे हैं क्योंकि भारत का रेल नेटवर्क तेजी से बदल रहा है, अधिक स्पीड के लिए तैयार हो रहा है.
കഴിഞ്ഞ 9 വർഷത്തിനുള്ളിൽ കേരളത്തിൽ ഗേജ് മാറ്റം, പാത ഇരട്ടിപ്പിക്കൽ, വൈദ്യുതീകരണം തുടങ്ങിയ നിരവധി പ്രോജക്റ്റുകൾ പൂർത്തീകരിക്കപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇന്നും തിരുവനന്തപുരം ഉൾപ്പെടെ കേരളത്തിലെ 3 സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ആധുനികവൽക്കരിക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ ആരംഭിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഈ സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ കേവലം ഒരു റെയിൽവേ സ്റ്റേഷൻ മാത്രമല്ല, പകരമോ മൾട്ടി മോഡൽ ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ട് ഹബ്ബുകളായി ഇവ ഓരോന്നും മാറും. വന്ദേ ഭാരത് എക്സ്പ്രസ് പോലെയുള്ള ആധുനിക ട്രെയിനുകൾ നമ്മുടെ പ്രതീക്ഷാ നിർഭര ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ അടയാളമായി മാറുകയാണ്. ഇന്ന് നാം ഈ സെമി ഹൈസ്പീഡ് ട്രെയിനുകൾ ചലിപ്പിക്കാൻ നമുക്ക് കഴിയുന്നത് ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ റെയിൽ നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് വേഗതയിൽ മുന്നേറുന്നു എന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ്. അധിക സ്പീഡിനായി ഇവയെല്ലാം തയ്യാറാവുകയാണ്.
भाइयों और बहनों, अभी तक जितनी भी वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस ट्रेनें चली हैं, उनकी एक विशेषता ये भी है कि वो हमारे सांस्कृतिक, आध्यात्मिक और पर्यटन स्थलों को भी जोड़ रही है. केरला की पहली वंदे भारत ट्रेन भी नॉर्थ केरला को साउथ केरला से जोड़ेगी. इस ट्रेन की मदद से कोल्लम, कोट्टयम, एर्नाकुलम, त्रिशूर, कोड़िक्कोड और कन्नूर जैसे तीर्थ स्थलों तक आना जाना और आसान हो जाएगा. आधुनिक सुविधाओं से लैस ये वंदे भारत ट्रेन पर्यावरण को नुकसान पहुंचाए बिना तेज गति से यात्रा का शानदार अनुभव देगी.
സഹോദരീ സഹോദരന്മാരെ, ഇന്ന് ആരംഭിച്ച വന്ദേ ഭാരത് എക്സ്പ്രസുകൾ അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള എത്ര ട്രെയിനുകൾ ഓടുന്നുണ്ടോ അതിന്റെ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത നമ്മുടെ സാംസ്കാരികവും ആധ്യാത്മികവും ടൂറിസപരവുമായ സ്ഥലങ്ങളെ ഈ ട്രെയിനുകൾ ബന്ധിപ്പിക്കുന്നു എന്നതാണ്. കേരളത്തിൽ ഇന്ന് ആരംഭിച്ച വന്ദേ ഭാരത് ട്രെയിൻ വടക്കൻ കേരളത്തെ തെക്കൻ കേരളവുമായി വേഗത്തിൽ ബന്ധിപ്പിക്കും. ഈ ട്രെയിനിന്റെ സഹായത്തോടെ കൊല്ലം, കോട്ടയം, എറണാകുളം, തൃശൂർ, കോഴിക്കോട്, കണ്ണൂർ തുടങ്ങിയ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലെ തീർത്ഥസ്ഥലങ്ങളിലേക്ക് വളരെ വേഗത്തിൽ യാത്രക്കാർക്ക് പോയി വരാനാകും. ആധുനിക സൗകര്യങ്ങളോട് കൂടിയുള്ള വന്ദേ ഭാരത് ട്രെയിനുകൾ പരിസ്ഥിതിയെ സംരക്ഷിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് വളരെ വേഗത്തിൽ വേഗതയേറിയ യാത്രയുടെ നവ അനുഭവം നമുക്ക് പകർന്നു നൽകും.
आज तिरुवनंतपुरम शोरानूर सेक्शन को भी सेमी हाई स्पीड ट्रेनों के लिए तैयार करने के प्रोजेक्ट पर काम शुरू हुआ है. जब ये काम पूरा हो जाएगा तो तिरुवनंतपुरम से लेकर मैंगलोर तक सभी में भी हम हाई स्पीड ट्रेन चला पाएंगे.
ഇന്ന് നാം തിരുവനന്തപുരം ഷൊർണൂർ സെക്ഷനിൽ സെമി ഹൈസ്പീഡ് ട്രെയിനുകൾ ഓടിക്കുന്നതിനായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പദ്ധതിക്ക് തുടക്കം കുറിച്ചു. ഈ പദ്ധതി പൂർത്തിയാകുന്നതോടെ തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് നിന്നും മാംഗ്ലൂർ വരെ സെമി ഹൈസ്പീഡ് ട്രെയിനുകൾ ഓടിക്കാനാകും.
भाइयों और बहनों, देश के पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट को, अर्बन ट्रांसपोर्ट को आधुनिक बनाने के लिए हमने एक और दिशा में भी काम किया है. हमारा प्रयास स्थानीय परिस्थितियों के अनुकूल मेड इन इंडिया समाधान देने का है. सेमी हाई स्पीड ट्रेन हो, रीजनल रैपिड ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम हो, रोरो फेरी हो, रोपवे हो, जहां जैसी जरूरत वहां वैसा सिस्टम तैयार किया जा रहा है. आज आप देखिए, वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस मेड इन इंडिया है. आज देश भर के अनेक शहरों में जो मेट्रो का विस्तार हो रहा है वो मेक इन इंडिया के तहत है. छोटे शहरों में मेट्रो लाइट और अर्बन रोपवे जैसे प्रोजेक्ट भी बनाए जा रहे हैं.
സഹോദരീ സഹോദരന്മാരെ, രാജ്യത്തെ പബ്ലിക് ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ട് മേഖലയായാലും അർബൻ ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ട് മേഖലയായാലും ഇവയെല്ലാം ആധുനികവൽക്കരിക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള നവീന പദ്ധതികൾ രാജ്യത്ത് നടപ്പിലാക്കുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ പരിശ്രമം പ്രാദേശിക പരിസ്ഥിതികൾക്ക് അനുകൂലമായി മെയ്ഡ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന പദ്ധതിക്ക് മഹത്വമേകുക എന്നതാണ്. സെമി ഹൈസ്പീഡ് ട്രെയിനുകളായാലും റീജിയണൽ റാപ്പിഡ് ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ട് സിസ്റ്റം ആയാലും റോറോ ഫെറി ആയാലും റോപ്പ് ആയാലും എവിടെയെല്ലാം ആവശ്യമുണ്ടോ ഈ ആധുനിക സൗകര്യങ്ങൾ അവിടെയെല്ലാം തയ്യാറാക്കി വരുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കൂ, വന്ദേ ഭാരത് ട്രെയിൻ മെയ്ഡ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യയാണ്. ഇന്ന് രാജ്യത്താകമാനം പട്ടണങ്ങളിൽ മെട്രോ വിപുലപ്പെടുത്തുകയാണ്. അതും മെയ്ഡ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യയാണ്. ചെറുതും വലുതുമായ പട്ടണങ്ങളിൽ മെട്രോ ലൈറ്റും അർബൻ റോപ്വേയും മുതലായ പദ്ധതികൾക്കും തുടക്കം കുറിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു.
भाइयों और बहनों, कोची वाटर मेट्रो का जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो भी मेड इन इंडिया है, यूनिक है. इसके लिए जो जरूरी बोट्स बनाई गई हैं उसके लिए मैं कोची शिपयार्ड को भी बधाई देता हूं. वाटर मेट्रो से कोची के इर्द गिर्द के अनेक द्वीपों में रहने वाले साथियों को सस्ता और आधुनिक ट्रांसपोर्ट मिलेगा. ये जेटी, बस टर्मिनल और मेट्रो नेटवर्क के बीच इंटर मॉडल कनेक्टिविटी भी प्रदान करेगी. इससे कोची की ट्रैफिक समस्याएं भी कम होगी और बैक वाटर टूरिज्म को भी नया आकर्षण मिलेगा. मुझे विश्वास है केरला में हो रहा ये प्रयोग देश के अन्य राज्यों के लिए भी मॉडल बनेगा.
സഹോദരീ സഹോദരന്മാരെ, കൊച്ചി വാട്ടർ മെട്രോ പ്രോജക്ട് അതും മെയ്ഡ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യയാണ്. ആ പദ്ധതി അതുല്യവും അനുപമവുമാണ്. ഈ പദ്ധതിക്കായി ആവശ്യമായ ബോട്ടുകൾ തയ്യാറാക്കിയ കൊച്ചിൻ ഷിപ്പ്യാർഡിനെ ഞാൻ അഭിനന്ദിക്കുന്നു. വാട്ടർ മെട്രോയിലൂടെ കൊച്ചിയിലെ വിദൂര പ്രദേശങ്ങളിലെ ദ്വീപുകളിലെ ആളുകൾക്ക് കുറഞ്ഞ ചെലവിൽ ആധുനിക യാത്രാ സൗകര്യങ്ങൾ ലഭ്യമാകും. ഈ ജെട്ടികളായാലും ബസ് ടെർമിനലുകളായാലും മെട്രോ നെറ്റ്വർക്കുകൾ ആയാലും ഇവയ്ക്കിടയിൽ ഇന്റർ മോഡൽ കണക്ടിവിറ്റി ലഭ്യമാക്കുകയാണ്. ഇതിലൂടെ കൊച്ചിയിലെ ട്രാഫിക് പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾക്കും പരിഹാരം കണ്ടെത്താൻ കഴിയും. ബാക്ക് വാട്ടർ ടൂറിസത്തിനും അതും ഒരു ആകർഷണമായി മാറും. എനിക്ക് വിശ്വാസമുണ്ട് കേരളത്തിൽ നടപ്പിലാക്കുന്ന ഈ പദ്ധതികൾ രാജ്യത്തെ മറ്റ് സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങൾക്കും മാതൃകയായി മാറുമെന്ന്.
साथियों, फिजिकल कनेक्टिविटी के साथ साथ डिजिटल कनेक्टिविटी की भी आज देश की प्राथमिकता है. मैं डिजिटल साइंस पार्क जैसे प्रोजेक्ट की सराहना करूंगा. ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट डिजिटल इंडिया को विस्तार देंगे. बीते कुछ वर्षों में ही भारत ने जो डिजिटल सिस्टम बनाया है उसकी पूरी दुनिया में चर्चा है. जो डिजिटल व्यवस्थाएं भारत ने विकसित की है वो देखकर दुनिया के विकसित देश भी हैरान है. भारत ने 5G की टेक्नोलॉजी उस पे भी खुद से ही विकसित की है और इससे इस क्षेत्र में नई संभावनाओं का विस्तार हुआ है. नए डिजिटल प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए रास्ते खुले हैं.
സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, ഫിസിക്കൽ കണക്ടിവിറ്റിക്കൊപ്പം ഡിജിറ്റൽ കണക്ടിവിറ്റിക്കും ഇന്ന് രാജ്യം പ്രഥമ പരിഗണന നൽകുന്നു. ഞാൻ ഡിജിറ്റൽ സയൻസ് പാർക്ക് ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള പദ്ധതികളെ പ്രശംസിക്കുന്നു. ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പദ്ധതികൾ ഡിജിറ്റൽ ഇന്ത്യ പദ്ധതിക്ക് പ്രചാരമേകും. കഴിഞ്ഞ കുറച്ച് വർഷങ്ങളായി നാം ഡിജിറ്റൽ സിസ്റ്റം തയ്യാറാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് ലോകം മുഴുവൻ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്നു. നാം തയ്യാറാക്കിയ ഡിജിറ്റൽ സംവിധാനങ്ങൾ വികസിത ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ മാതൃകയാണ്. ഇത് കണ്ട് ലോകം വികസിത രാജ്യമായ ഭാരതത്തെ നോക്കി അത്ഭുതപ്പെടുന്നു. നാം തയ്യാറാക്കിയ 5G ടെക്നോളജി അത് നാം സ്വയം തയ്യാറാക്കിയതാണ്. ഈ മേഖലയിൽ പുതിയ പുതിയ പദ്ധതികൾ നടപ്പിലാക്കി വരുന്നു. പുതിയ ഡിജിറ്റൽ പ്രോഡക്ട്സ് അത് കണ്ടെത്തുന്നതിനുള്ള മാർഗങ്ങൾ തുറക്കുകയാണ്.
भाइयों और बहनों, कनेक्टिविटी पर किया गया इन्वेस्टमेंट सिर्फ सुविधा नहीं बढ़ाता है, बल्कि ये दूरियों को भी कम करता है, अलग अलग कल्चर्स को भी कनेक्ट करता है. सड़क हो, रेल हो या अमीर गरीब, जाति मत पंथ, उसका भेद भी नहीं करते. सभी इसका उपयोग करते हैं और यही सही विकास है. यही एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के भाव को सशक्त करता है. यही हम आज भारत में होते हुए देख रहे हैं.
സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, കണക്ടിവിറ്റിക്കായി ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെന്റിനായി നാം അതിലൂടെ സൗകര്യങ്ങൾ ഏർപ്പെടുത്തുക മാത്രമല്ല, അകലം കുറയ്ക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നു. വിവിധ ക്ലച്ചേഴ്സിലൂടെ നാം കണക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു. റോഡിലായാലും റെയിൽ മേഖലയിലായാലും പാവപ്പെട്ടവരും പണക്കാരും ജാതി മത വർഗ വർണ്ണ ഭേദമന്യേ എല്ലാവരും അതിന്റെ സൗകര്യങ്ങൾ പ്രയോജനപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും അതിന്റെ ഉപയോഗം ലഭിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും ലഭിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് അതിന്റെ വികസനം. ഇത് ഏകഭാരതം ശ്രേഷ്ഠ ഭാരതം എന്ന ഭാവനയ്ക്ക് ശക്തി പകരുന്നു. ഇതാണ് നാം നമ്മുടെ ഭാരതത്തിൽ കാണാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത്.
केरला के पास देश और दुनिया को देने के लिए बहुत कुछ है. यहां कल्चर है, क्विजीन है और बेहतर क्लाइमेट है, और इसमें ही समृद्धि का सूत्र जुड़ा हुआ है. आपने देखा होगा कुछ दिन पहले कुमाराकोम में G20 से जुड़ी मीटिंग हुई है. G20 की और भी कई बैठकें केरला में हो रही है. इसका लक्ष्य भी दुनिया को केरला से और ज्यादा परिचित कराने का है.
ലോകത്തിന് കേരളത്തിൽ നിന്നും പല കാര്യങ്ങളും പകർന്നു നൽകാനുണ്ട്. ഇവിടുത്തെ സംസ്കാരം, പാചക രീതികൾ, മികച്ച കാലാവസ്ഥ, ഇതെല്ലാം പുരോഗതിയുടെ സൂത്രത്തിലേക്ക് നമ്മെ ബന്ധിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാമായിരിക്കും, കുറച്ച് ദിവസങ്ങൾക്ക് മുൻപ് കുമരകത്ത് വെച്ച് G20യുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഒരു മീറ്റിംഗ് നടന്നു. G20യുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട നിരവധി മീറ്റിംഗുകൾ കേരളത്തിൽ നടന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതിന്റെ ലക്ഷ്യം ലോകത്താകമാനം കേരളത്തിന്റെ സാധ്യതകൾ പ്രയോജനപ്പെടുത്തുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്.
केरला के मट्टा राइस और कोकोनट के अलावा रागी पट्टू जैसे श्री अन्न भी प्रसिद्ध है. आज हम भारत के श्री अन्न को पूरी दुनिया तक पहुंचाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं. केरला में जो भी उत्पाद हमारे किसान, हमारे हस्तशिल्पी बनाते हैं, उनके लिए हमें वोकल होना है. जब हम वोकल फॉर लोकल होंगे, तभी दुनिया हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स को लेकर वोकल होगी. जब हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स दुनिया तक पहुंचेंगे, तो विकसित भारत के निर्माण का रास्ता और सशक्त होगा.
കേരളത്തിലെ മട്ട അരിയും നാളികേരവും റാഗി പുട്ടും ശ്രീ അന്ന് എന്ന പേരിൽ പ്രസിദ്ധമാണ്. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ ഭാരതത്തിൽ നിന്നും ശ്രീ അന്ന് മുതലായ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾ ലോകത്താകമാനം എത്തിക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള പരിശ്രമം നടത്തുകയാണ്. നമ്മുടെ കേരളത്തിലെ കർഷകർ ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിച്ച ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾ, നമ്മുടെ കരകൗശല വിദഗ്ധർ തയ്യാറാക്കിയ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾ, നാം ഓരോരുത്തരും അതിന്റെ ശബ്ദമായി മാറണം. പ്രാദേശിക ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങളുടെ ശബ്ദമായി നാം മാറിയാൽ ലോകത്താകമാനം ആ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾക്ക് ശബ്ദം ലഭിക്കും. നമ്മുടെ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾ ലോകത്താകമാനം എത്തിച്ചേരും. വികസിത ഭാരതത്തിന്റെ നിർമ്മാണത്തിന് ഇത് മാർഗം തുറക്കും, ശക്തിയേകും.
आपने देखा है मैं अक्सर मन की बात में भी केरला के लोगों द्वारा, यहां के सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप द्वारा बनाए गए प्रोडक्ट की चर्चा करता रहता हूं। कोशिश यही है कि हमें लोकल के लिए वोकल होना है। इस रविवार को मन की बात का 100वां एपिसोड ब्रॉडकास्ट होने जा रहा है। मन की बात की ये सेंचुरी राष्ट्र निर्माण में हर देशवासी के प्रयासों को समर्पित है। श्रेष्ठ भारत की भावना को भी समर्पित है।
നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാമായിരിക്കും, ഞാൻ മിക്കവാറും കേരളത്തെക്കുറിച്ച്, കേരളത്തിലെ ആളുകളെക്കുറിച്ച്, ഇവിടുത്തെ സ്വയം സഹായ സംഘങ്ങൾ ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് മൻ കി ബാത്തിൽ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യാറുണ്ട്. പരിശ്രമം ഇതാണ്, ഇവിടുത്തെ പ്രാദേശിക ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾക്ക് ശക്തി പകരണം, അതിന് ശബ്ദമേകണം. ഈ ഞായറാഴ്ച മൻ കി ബാത്തിന്റെ 100ാം ഭാഗം പ്രക്ഷേപണം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. മൻ കി ബാത്തിന്റെ സെഞ്ചുറി അത് രാഷ്ട്ര നിർമ്മാണത്തിൽ ഓരോ ദേശവാസിയുടെയും പരിശ്രമങ്ങൾക്കായി സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. ഏകഭാരതം ശ്രേഷ്ഠ ഭാരതം എന്ന ഭാവനയ്ക്കായി അത് സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
विकसित भारत के निर्माण के लिए हम सभी को जुटना है। वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस और कोची वाटर मेट्रो जैसे प्रोजेक्ट से इसमें बहुत मदद मिलेगी। आप सभी को विकास के सभी प्रोजेक्ट के लिए फिर से एक बार बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
വികസിത ഭാരത നിർമ്മാണത്തിനായി നാം ഓരോരുത്തരും കൈകോർക്കണം. വന്ദേ ഭാരത് എക്സ്പ്രസും കൊച്ചിൻ വാട്ടർ മെട്രോയും ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പദ്ധതികൾ ഇതിന് സഹായമേകും. നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തരും വികസനത്തിനായുള്ള ഇത്തരം പദ്ധതികൾ അതിനോടൊപ്പം ചേരണം. ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങൾ, ആശംസകൾ. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। धन्यवाद।
പ്രധാനമന്ത്രിയെ ഈ വേദിയിൽ നിന്ന് യാത്രയാക്കാം.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 24 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mode.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 24 degrees.
Why can't it be my decision to choose what I want to have? I mean, maybe I wanted an Amul buttermilk this morning.
We are confident that Nandini is capable of fighting any competition, whether it's here in the domestic market or whether it is internationally. You know, Rahul Gandhi was here recently and said Nandini is the pride of Karnataka, while in his electoral state of Kerala, Nandini was being pushed back, unnecessarily creating division on the basis of even milk is something that the state is seeing for the first time, and the Congress will pay a very heavy price for this.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 24 degrees.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 24 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News.
Good afternoon and welcome. You're watching The Lunch Break. I'm Pooja Shali. Let's begin first with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds a roadshow in Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala amid a rousing support. Flags off the first Vande Bharat Express in Kerala. Backing him, accompanying him were also the Chief Minister and the Member of Parliament.
For sparing his valuable time to be here with us and flagging off the prestigious Vande Bharat Express.
Big BJP election strategy has been accessed for Karnataka. Sources say Bommai to be Chief Minister again in the BJP, getting a second term in Karnataka. Home Minister Amit Shah is in the southern state meeting BJP netas and including the Chief Minister to discuss strategy in Hubballi. Discussion is on the strategy to ensure that the BJP turncoats like Shettar and Savade do not succeed. Karnataka quota move faces a Supreme Court hurdle. The top court has for now put a hold on the Muslim quota purge till 9th of May. Bommai assures the move will not be implemented. Ahead of Pakistan Finance Minister visit to India for the SCO meeting, S. Jaishankar shames terror backer Pakistan, says difficult to engage with those who shield terror.
We have always said that they have to deliver on their commitment not to encourage, sponsor and carry out cross-border terrorism.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Co-powered by Jaguar. Discover the magic of smart lights.
The Muslim quota purge in Karnataka has now become a big election issue. Just days to go for the polls in the state. Amit Shah, who's currently in Karnataka, has given out a pledge. And roaring in the election-bound Karnataka, Amit Shah has said, and I quote him here, "We'll give this quota to Lingayats and Vocaligas." Remember, the Supreme Court has put the Muslim quota purge on a temporary hold till the 9th of May. That is a day before elections. The Bharatiya Janata Party has clearly made this into an election issue now. Amit Shah has slammed the Congress party's pledge to bring back the 4% OBC quota for the Muslim community that this government in Karnataka had purged, had removed. And now Amit Shah has said, we'll give this quota to the Vocaligas and the Lingayats. Remember, Vocaligas and Lingayats are a crucial population in the state of Karnataka and importantly can also become a deciding factor for elections.
माताओं, भाइयों, बहनों, अभी हमारी सरकार ने एक यहाँ धर्म के आधार पर मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन था, 4% रिजर्वेशन। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने वोट बैंक की लालच में पड़े बगैर ये मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को समाप्त कर दिया है। हम मानते हैं हम मानते हैं कि धर्म के आधार पर रिजर्वेशन नहीं होना चाहिए और मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन समाप्त करने के बाद एसटी, एससी, वोकलिगा और लिंगायत सबके रिजर्वेशन में बढ़ोतरी करने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने किया।
And one by one, the senior ministers of the government at the centre are now referring to this quota that has now been put on hold. And the BJP is making the Muslim quota purge an election issue clearly in the state of Karnataka. Prahlad Joshi, the minister in the government, has now said that this abolished quota has been unconstitutional. We want to contest on elections, on vikas, on development and other issues that contain all and that will be implemented with keeping everyone in mind. But this specific OBC Muslim quota, or specifically religion-based quota, is unconstitutional, is what Prahlad Joshi, the minister in the government, has to say.
मुख्यमंत्री अगला कौन होगा? बुम्मई साहब ही होंगे कि कोई नया चेहरा होगा?
नहीं, तो ये प्रश्न ही नहीं है। बुम्मई हमारा मुख्यमंत्री है अभी।
नहीं, और अगर सरकार बनती है दूसरी बार सर?
बुम्मई है हमारा मुख्यमंत्री अभी
जी, क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उस पर ऑब्जर्वेशन भी दे दी है मुस्लिम आरक्षण को लेकर। आप कह रहे हैं कि आपने उसको खत्म कर दिया है, अब मामला अटकेगा कैसे?
अटकेगा क्या? माननीय गृह मंत्री जी ने कल कहा है कि हम इसको जमीन पर उतार देंगे।
All right, so that's the Parliamentary Affairs Minister of the country, Prahlad Joshi, who's been in the state of Karnataka to also ensure that the BJP garners votes as much as possible. But now just about 2 weeks to go for elections. The elections in Karnataka are on 10th of May, results on 13th. And now Prahlad Joshi has said this abolished quota has been unconstitutional. So basically there was 4% OBC quota meant for members of the Muslim community, to which Prahlad Joshi, after Home Minister Amit Shah, has said it's been unconstitutional. We want to focus on development, infrastructure and more, an issue that concerns all. Anaga Keshav joins me on the latest on that. Anaga, so our colleague Himanshu Mishra got us that first word from Prahlad Joshi, but this is also reiterating what Home Minister Amit Shah has said. So this clearly now means that the BJP strategy is clear. The strategy is to say that this was unconstitutional and we'll ensure Vokaligas and Lingayats get the best.
You know, that's right, Pooja. Even Amit Shah in his speech, he mentioned that, you know, religious quota based for reservation is unconstitutional and this will be abolished. And even the Karnataka government, wanted to abolish the 4% Muslim quota and give 2% to Vokaligas and 2% to Lingayats. And of course, there was a lot of backlash from the Muslim community, from the Waqf board. All of them, they were up in arms opposing this. And even yesterday, JP Nadda and Amit Shah, both of them reiterated saying this Congress wants to bring in, they want to divide the society, and that is why they are bringing this. And even Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, when he made that announcement about, about scrapping the 4% reservation quota, he mentioned that even B.R. Ambedkar, even he did not push for religious reservation quota. So why do we have reservation quota based on religion is the question that the government is asking. But, but right now the Supreme Court, the court has now adjourned it till 9th May. It will not be implemented. Right now the hearing has been adjourned until the next hearing, which is on 9th May.
Nagarjun Dwarkanath, our editor, also joining us from Karnataka. Nagarjun, this is interesting. So the Supreme Court for now has put on a hold. What does that mean? Because the BJP senior most netas, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, Home Minister Amit Shah, are clearly speaking on this quota issue.
Well, it's a big setback for the government as well, because the reservation quota row that was happening over the last 2 weeks, the BJP felt it was a big change, big game changer, because the Hindus would consolidate the moment where you gave the reservation to Vokaligas and Lingayats scraping from the Muslims. And Congress also was falling in the trap hole, is what the BJP feels, that Congress also came on board and said, we will revoke this reservation, we'll give back the Muslim reservation of 4% when we come back to power. And that is what the narrative that they wanted to build. The Congress once again is doing the appeasement politics with the minority. But right now, considering it's with sub judice and the interim stay has been given till May 9th. Remember, the polling is on May 10th. So the Congress is saying, see, look at what BJP government has done. something that has been put on hold by the government is what put on hold by the Supreme Court is what the government wants to do, and it's clearly a diversion tactic from the government, and the whole reservation quota is flawed and will be stayed permanently by the Supreme Court, as the Congress is saying to the people. They also had press conferences earlier on the same, Pooja.
And please keep tracking all the latest on this and what will be the fresh reactions coming in. The Supreme Court has put it on hold. How are the parties now reacting to it ahead of elections will be very important. Nagarjun Dwarkanath and Anaga Keshav with the latest. BJP, remember, is all guns blazing. BJP was the party in the government in Karnataka. It will want to return, will not want the Congress Sarkar. And we have now accessed what the strategy of the BJP is with just few days to go now for elections which are on May 10th, results on 13th May. But this is what the inside scoop is that I'm telling you right now. Most likely, according to our sources in the BJP, Basavaraj Bommai will remain the BJP Chief Minister's pick if and when the Bharatiya Janata Party gets maximum votes. If it is able to, it will be Basavaraj Bommai returning to the helm of affairs. The BJP has decided to slam the Congress pledge to bring back the Muslim quota. So if the Congress focuses on the Muslim quota that the government has crammed, the BJP will then go ahead and target the Congress party of vote bank appeasement politics. The BJP is asking, whose quota will the Congress slash? Basically hinting that will the Vokaligas and Lingats quota be taken away and put forward for the Muslim quota. So this is definitely becoming a polarizing issue ahead of elections. The BJP is also questioning Congress's opposition to the PFI ban. Remember, Home Ministry had banned the Popular Front of India, a radical group, which even though they are the group trying to function around, they are now saying that the Congress is expressing opposition to this PFI ban. And importantly, the Bharatiya Janata Party to highlight Siddaramaiah versus DK Shivkumar. So they will want to focus on the infighting between the two senior most leaders of the Congress to say they are not decided, we are a decided party, our candidates are decided. So asking the voters to then vote for the BJP. Importantly, they will in the end, as I was telling you earlier as well, they will bring in their trump card. The star campaigner, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, to do the campaign blitz on 29th and 30th April in Bengaluru, in Old Mysuru region, to gather as many support that they possibly can. So this is the BJP strategy. The Congress will have to counter it very strongly to be able to come to government. Otherwise, it could be a sweep for the BJP. But like we have been discussing since morning, it is the Muslim quota that is becoming that final thaw of whether it's the election campaign or discussions on the ground in Karnataka. The Supreme Court has made it clear that the move to scrap 4% Muslim quota must be put on hold till the 9th of May. That's a day before the state goes to elections. This comes as Karnataka government had confirmed in the Supreme Court that their quota decision has not been implemented yet. The Muslim petitioners in the case, however, are questioning the repeated adjournments, are seeking an immediate decision on this from the court. So a stay till the 9th of May. On Monday, Home Minister Amit Shah, who's been in Karnataka and has been visiting different parts of the state, had also made a reaction on this quota and reiterating the claim that the religion-based quota was unconstitutional, claiming the Congress implemented this quota specifically for vote bank appeasement politics. Amit Shah, targeting the Congress party, has said, our government worked towards social justice by abolishing the Muslim quota. BJP President JP Nadda has said Congress wanted to withdraw this quota given to Lingats and Vokaliga community. That's what the BJP is claiming, saying that they wanted to take away the Lingat Vokaliga reservation and wanted to give it to the members of the Muslim community.
The Supreme Court, I understand, has stayed the stayed the reservation order of the Karnataka government. Our view is very clear and has been very consistent. We believe our government, our ideology believes in delivering real social justice. We believe that the Constitution does not provide for religion-based reservation. And our position on this has been extremely steadfast from before Karnataka elections and after Karnataka election. Now, whatever the grounds are for the Supreme Court to intervene at this stage, our lawyers will certainly, the Government of India's lawyers and the Government of Karnataka's lawyers will certainly argue in front of the Supreme Court.
आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इसी में रोक लगाया। ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एगेंस्ट है, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में धर्म के आधार पर तो रिजर्वेशन नहीं है। फिर एक बार सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएंगे, एंड समझाएंगे धर्म का आधार पर रिजर्वेशन नहीं देना एंड हम नहीं मानेंगे।
कर्नाटक सरकार ने ये 4% मुस्लिम आरक्षण को समाप्त कर SC, ST, वोकलिगा और लिंगायत चारों बड़े समुदाय को मतलब OBC ये सभी समुदाय के आरक्षण को बढ़ाने का काम किया है। तो जो स्पेशल राजनीतिक फायदा लेने के लिए स्पेशल फेवर थी उसको हमने समाप्त किया है, संविधान को ऑर्डर में लाने का काम किया है और जिनका अधिकार था उनको देने का भी काम किया है।
4% reservation was there for Muslims when it came into existence May 1995. Since then it was there in existence. Is there any report from the Permanent Backward Commission to abolish 4% of reservation to Muslims? Or any verdict from the High Court or the Supreme Court to abolish this 4%? See, it is
So
not.
if you come back, will you bring it back?
No. We will bring it, not only we will bring it back, we will take care of Vokaligas and Lingayas also.
Congress party has always ignored regional issues and regional aspirations. It is we who have been taking care of the regional aspirations. Why are they saying now that they are going to withdraw the Lingayat reservation which we have given? Why are they saying that they will withdraw Vokalinga reservation which we have given? So they have no sentiments. It is division with which they believe. They want to divide the society, and we believe to unite the society and make a strong society.
Amit Shah has said religion-based quota is unconstitutional.
Yes, what he said is correct.
It's correct, sir. You agree fully, sir?
Definitely.
Because Congress has said they will bring back Muslim reservation quota. But
Let them bring afterwards, they will face the consequence when they are now going to lose miserably in this election. Question of doing such things does not arise, they will sit in the opposition party.
So this debate is clearly raging on over the Bommai government's move in Karnataka. Home Minister Amit Shah also made a pitch to scrap the Muslim quota in Telangana as well, saying all of this is unconstitutional.
मैं यहाँ कह कर जाता हूँ, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी तो एक गैर संवैधानिक मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे। ये अधिकार तेलंगाना के SC, ST और OBC का है, वो अधिकार उनको मिलेगा और मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे।
Joining me now is Sagai Raj for the latest on that. Sagai, it's 25th April today, 10th May, our elections barely few days to go now. And clearly we can see that what started as a political campaign in so many ways, or political issues that turned polarizing as well in the state of Karnataka. Muslim quota has again surfaced. I think this would be the last one, isn't it? That's focusing on scathing, sharp comments.
Absolutely, Pooja. If you notice, that polarization has never ended in the state of Karnataka, yes, from hijab, halal cut, boycotting, and now it has come to the reservation. And if you notice that the BJP was trying to set a narrative stating that they have given enough of reservation for Vokaliga and Lingayat, and they have also done social justice by removing a religion which is not supposed to get, and it should be given on the caste basis. But now this particular interim stay on this from the court unless the next hearing is a big jolt for BJP, because wherever the BJP was campaigning, they were campaigning on this particular lines, and this was their narrative. Even yesterday when Amit Shah was addressing a press conference, he went on to say that how BJP government was increasing the reservation for Vakaligas and Lingayat, and they have also targeted Congress who want to revoke this and trying to give for the Muslim community. So this clearly shows that probably it is a jolt for the BJP. So we need to wait and watch how the BJP is going to tackle this, because Shobha Karandalje has already spoken this, saying that they will escalate the issue. We will try to explain to Supreme Court what really they have done when it comes to reservation.
All right, Sagai, please stay on with me, because this clearly shows that the parties are intensifying their election campaign in the state of war, Karnataka. The Saffron clan will launch a mega election campaign, and they're calling it the BJP Mahaprachar Abhiyan. that will be carried out throughout the state of Karnataka today and tomorrow. This BJP Mahaprachar Abhiyan will be conducted simultaneously across all the 224 assembly constituencies, led by State BJP Chief Nalin Katil, Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai and former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa. Top BJP netas including Union Ministers, Party Chief J.P. Nadda, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who's also all set to arrive in Karnataka, and about 150 state leaders will participate in the mega campaign show. So this is that last bit to the voters. The Saffron Party will bank on the strategy of emphasizing on the double-engine government, which means government at the centre and in state focusing on infrastructure. But BJP's biggest trump card, the star campaigner, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, will start addressing rallies from 29th of April to 7th May in Karnataka, and about 20 rallies are being planned by the Prime Minister.
कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी अमित शाह जी, आप हासन आए हैं। लास्ट बार इसी सीट में 5,000 के वोट के अंदर आप हारे थे। इस बार कैसा माहौल है सर?
आप ही देख लीजिए, माहौल पूरा रोड भरा हुआ है हमारे प्रत्याशी के समर्थन में, और प्रीतम गौड़ा भी बहुत मजबूती के साथ जीतेगा। इस बार हासन के अंदर हम 4 सीट जीतने जा रहे हैं, हमें पक्का भरोसा है। जेडीएस फैमिली आपको बोलते हैं, अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट भी आ जाए, रशियन प्रेसिडेंट भी आ जाए, इस जिले का लोग जेडीएस के साथ है। ये उनका अहंकार है। लोकतंत्र में कभी एक परिवार का शासन नहीं चल सकता। जनता ये स्वीकार कर रही है और मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि हासन की और कर्नाटक की जनता पूर्ण बहुमत का भारतीय जनता पार्टी का शासन लाएगी।
सर, ओल्ड मैसूर रीजन में आपका इस बार बहुत ज्यादा कंसंट्रेशन है सर, क्या एक स्ट्रैटेजी है कि हैदराबाद कर्नाटक के अलावा ओल्ड मैसूर भी आपका स्ट्रांग होल्ड है?
निश्चित रूप से इस बार ओल्ड मैसूर रीजन में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बड़ा विजय मिलेगा। अभी आके मैं एक रोड शो कर आया, इसके विजुअल देख लीजिए। अगर रोड शो में 50,000 से ज्यादा लोग अगर आते हैं तो वो सीट निश्चित रूप से हम जीत सकते।
सर, ऑल्सो कांग्रेस की जो नेता जो है वो चैलेंज कर रहे हैं कि अगर बीजेपी की ताकत हो तो एक लिंगायत अगला मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, इसे डिक्लेयर करने के लिए बीजेपी का सवाल है।
बीजेपी का तो मुख्यमंत्री लिंगायत है ही, कांग्रेस जरा घोषणा करे, उनको घोषणा करनी है। उन्होंने हमेशा लिंगायतों का अपमान किया है, चाहे वीरप्पा मोइली हो चाहे निगलिन गप्पा हो।
सर, आखिरी 2 सवाल सर, आने वाले 10 दिन में आपकी क्या स्ट्रैटेजी होगी? ये सुनने हमें आ रहा है कि आप इधर ही रहेंगे, हर दिन रोड शो करेंगे।
देखिए, मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में कर्नाटक की जनता डबल इंजन सरकार चाहती है और कर्नाटक का सर्वांगीण विकास एक परिवारवादी और जातिवादी पार्टियां नहीं कर सकती है, केवल और केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी कर सकती है। मोदी जी की सरकार ने पीएफआई पर बैन लगाकर कर्नाटक में सुरक्षा का स्पष्ट संदेश दिया है। कर्नाटक की जनता इस बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ है और पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार बनने जा रही है।
Ji, there is a narrative that BJP is trying to play the election on the national perspective with only Modi ji's face, whereas Congress is trying to play with the local leaders like Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar.
Local, what did they do with Virendra Patil? Was that local aspiration was taken care at that point of time by Congress? When I talk about BJP is a party which certainly works on the national issues, but respects the regional sentiments and takes care of the regional sentiments. That is our history. So we are taking, it's a unique blending. On national issues, we are committed. And the people of Karnataka are also committed. And the regional aspirations, they have always, Congress party has always ignored regional issues and regional aspirations. It is we who have been taking care of the regional aspirations. Why are they saying now that they are going to withdraw the Lingayat reservation which we have given? Why are they saying that they will withdraw Vokalinga reservation which we have given? So they have no sentiments. It is division with which they believe. They want to divide the society, and we believe to unite the society and make a strong society.
ದೊಡ್ಡರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ದೊಡ್ಡರಿರುವಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಆ ಲೆವೆಲಿಂದ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇವರಲ್ಲ, ಅಮೇರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ. ಅಮೇರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟು ರಷ್ಯನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ದೇವೇಗೌಡರು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಸಾಕು, ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಬೇಡ. ಕುಮಾರಣ್ಣ ದೇವೇಗೌಡರು ಬರೀತಾನೆ.
Mr. Amit Shah doesn't know the history of Karnataka politics. I am a part of that government myself, Mr. Revanna. We were a part of Virendra Patil. I have not made any chief minister to cry. You know how much before resigning, Mr. Yediyurappa, what threat has been given to Yediyurappa, what language he is speaking. I don't want to disclose it. Still this. Whatever the tears has come out, it is rolling on the streets of Karnataka.
Let's bring in my colleague Sagai Raj to help us understand what exactly is unfolding in Karnataka. Last few days, of course, the election campaigning at its peak. Sagai, from what we can see, the Bharatiya Janata Party is ensuring that no stone is left unturned with regard to their election machinery. So it's not just about Karnataka leaders, they are even getting Yogi Adityanath from Uttar Pradesh.
Absolutely, Yogi Adityanath will be campaigning in Mandya tomorrow. Following that, even Union Minister for Finance, Nirmala Sitharaman, will be in Bengaluru. And even Rajnath Singh and Smriti Irani today will be campaigning. And talking about the controversies related to Lingayat, all these political parties are trying to appease the Lingayat community, where BJP is saying that the Congress has targeted a Lingayat chief minister even in the past. They have taken the name of Virendra Patil, they have taken the name of other leaders. But the Congress state that even BJP have done that with B.S. Yediyurappa, where they made B.S. Yediyurappa to shed the tears. So they are trying to influence the Lingayat votes in the state of Karnataka, which is one of the highest vote bank in the state.
Test coming in from the state of Karnataka. Sagai, thank you very much for now. Remember, it will be eventually, while the BJP has brought all its top netas, it will be the star campaigner, or the trump card as many call it, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who will be in Karnataka in just a short while to campaign for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So what is Prime Minister's itinerary looking like? Let me take you through the schedule that has been prepared with regard to Prime Minister's busy schedule that he has of travelling across the country. But what is the plan for Karnataka? He arrives on 29th April. And on the first day itself, he will be heading to Vijaypura, Kudachi, but Bengaluru city is where a roadshow will be carried out by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So that is day one. The next day, he will be, among other areas, Kolar, which is, remember, an important location. Channapatna, Bellur, but Old Mysuru is where the region where even Prime Minister, after Home Minister Amit Shah, will be focusing on. Mysuru is where, specifically in Hassan, for example, BJP hasn't scored best. They will want to have their top campaigners in Mysuru. Prime Minister returns then on the 2nd of May. Chitradurga, Vijayanagara, also Sindhanur and Kalaburgi. Kalaburgi, remember, all of these areas which will include the coastal belt will be very crucial as well for the state of Karnataka, for the BJP to try and get as many votes. The next day, on the 3rd of May, that will be Mudbidri, Karwar and Kittur. Then the Prime Minister returns 2 days later. So a break of 2 days after each rallies. About on 6th May, it will be Chittapur, Tumkuru and rural Bengaluru again. They don't want to leave out the capital city and the area on its outskirts, but it will be Bengaluru South, where also their focus will be on the 6th of May. This means, remember, road shows, public rallies, interactions with not just the BJP local leaders, but also whether it's youth, farmers, or of course the public at large. On 7th May, that means he's going to stay back in Karnataka, Badami, Haveri, Shimoga, rural Bengaluru and central area as well. So they are going to ensure that Prime Minister goes into areas, one, where the BJP is confident, but also in areas where the BJP hasn't got a lot of votes. Whether it's in Mysuru or other areas, they will want to ensure they have all those big and important constituencies covered. He will not be visiting 224, but the main ones, at least from 29th of April to the 8th of May. Remember now, the political blame game also has intensified over all this. Union Minister Amit Shah tried to play down Jagdish Shettar's exit. He's claiming BJP will win elections. People are with the BJP. They're not with Jagdish Shettar. He has no winnability. And the Lingayat, who Jagdish Shettar has represented till now for the BJP, those Lingayats are actually with the party as a whole, not dependent on Jagdish Shettar. He's termed that this was simply an internal decision of the party and it's not a loss to the BJP. But the Congress party has reacted to it. Jagdish Shettar himself reacted to what was said by Home Minister Amit Shah, and he's predicting a Bharatiya Janata Party wipeout. Sharpening the attack, Shettar further added that he joined the Congress party because he felt disrespected on how the Saffron clan treated him, and it will be the Congress party getting a clear majority in the elections. So listen in now to what Home Minister Amit Shah had said and what Jagdish Shettar had said.
चुनाव हारेंगे। हुबरी ने हमेशा भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वोट दिया है, हुबरी ने किसी व्यक्ति को नहीं दिया है। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता एक मुस्त है, एक झूठ है, और हुबरी के अंदर निश्चित रूप से भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव जीतेगी।
Amit Shah, what he told that it is built by in Hubli Dhawar Central. Earlier history, who were the candidates of the BJP in all elections, they lost the deposit. So here, when in 1994 I contested, at that time I got elected with the wishes of the people, and I continued organization, and I have direct contact with the people. With that, BJP has grown like anything in Hubli Dhawar Central. So Amit Shah don't know the history of the Hubli Dhawar Central. In the next election result, people show what is choice.
Let's bring in Anaga Keshav from Bengaluru. Anaga, now of course the BJP will want to play it down. They have denied him a ticket, but the fact is for the longest time to the BJP, it was Jagdish Shettar who was getting them the votes in Hubli Dharwad region, and he was the one who had actually built up the BJP in many ways. He's now with the Congress party. But whether or not votes transfer, that remains to be seen. But interesting to see, isn't it, how the BJP is trying to play it down now.
That's right, Pooja. You know, that's the exact narrative that Jagdish Shettar is also trying to play out. He's trying to say that from 1994 to 2008, I became the MLA of the Hubli Dharwad Central. I have become MLA here so many times because the people of the Hubli Dharwad Central constituency have voted for me, for my face, and not for the BJP. But BJP, on the other hand, is trying to spin out the narrative that all these years you have become an MLA, you have won from this constituency because you are from the Bharatiya Janata Party. So this is the war that has erupted between Jagdish Shettar, who is the former chief minister, remember, who was from BJP, between Jagdish Shettar and the Bharatiya Janata Party. So they are two contradictory narratives. While one Jagdish Shettar, he's saying that he has worked so much in the North Karnataka region, he has done a lot of development. All the credit should go to him and not just to Bharatiya Janata Party. But BJP is saying that all the credit belongs to us because it's because of BJP why Shettar has got the kind of position and stature that he has today. So BJP will win is what the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying. But Pooja, it just remains to be seen what the people of Hubli Dharwad Central think, and I think we'll only know what they think after the elections. If they truly voted for Shettar all these years or for BJP, we'll know on
Absolutely. On 13th of May, we'll know, was it just Jagdish Shettar's magic? Was it Jagdish Shettar with the BJP? That combination that brought the voters to vote for them. Thank you so much, Anaga Keshav from Bengaluru. Remember, for our reporters, every day is a developing story. They are getting as many reactions as possible. I'm heading into a very short break. That's all for now on Karnataka. I take you to Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. It's the massive raids that are taking place for Atiq's wife Shaista, who was mentioned as a prime accused in Umesh Pal murder case. Where is she? The raids are on. What is happening? We get to the latest on that.
Bullets flew, our cameras rolled. Inches away from point-blank killing. 2023's biggest crime story plays out live.
Immediately shot on Atiq as well as Ashraf, and on the spot.
Just that short dramatic sequence got on camera by India Today's crew right there in Prayagraj.
The bloody end of gangster Atiq Ahmed. Up close with terrifying gangster Raj. India's #1 crime reporters. Fearless, unstoppable, unmatched. Nobody reports crime like India Today.
You
are one of a breed of young entrepreneurs who not only run large enterprises themselves, but also invest in so many other startups. So I've always wanted to ask one of you, what gives you greater pleasure, running your own company or dabbling in other people's enterprises?
I think we don't really dabble. I would call it support. It's a good question, Udyan, but look, there is no right or wrong answer to this. Both are very different in their own ways. When you're running your own company, you have a lot more control on the destiny of the business. However, all your eggs are in one basket. Whereas when you're investing, you can vicariously benefit from.
जिनकी तो ऐसी की ऐसी। देखो जी तो भैया कहते हैं ओखली में सर देख लिया तो भाई मुश्किलों से क्या डरना। तो जब बॉक्सिंग चूज कर ली तो ये सब काम तो होने हैं। पता लगता है फिर ओलंपिक्स पहुंचते हैं, एथेंस पहुंचते हैं, लड़कियां बड़ी सुंदर थी वहाँ देख के मुझे ओके दैट इज ओलंपिक्स ओके।
आपको मिठाइयाँ खानी
मीठा बहुत खाते हैं वो जाट है ना जी, जाट वाले होगा फीलिंग नहीं आती, जाते नहीं है वो, मीठा बहुत खाया जाता है। भाई के साथ काम करना, जब मैं भाई को मिला तो मैंने बताया कि भाई मैंने तेरे नाम ने 3 बार देखी थी 1 हफ्ते में। ऊंचाइयों पर देखकर हैरान है कई लोग और लेकिन मेरे पैरों की छाले नहीं देखी किसी ने।
किसी का भाई किसी की जान, सलमान खान्स लेटेस्ट ईद आउटिंग फाइनली हिट द बिग स्क्रीन्स।
प्यार हो गया। मैं आपको भाईजान बुलाऊं तो।
Like always, the grandeur and the hype were at the maximum. But what was different this time around was the average box office collection of this Farhad Samji directorial.
कोई जान लेता पावर।
The second lowest ever for Salman Khan film, that too during a festival. Yes, this family entertainer had a rather lackluster opening with a collection of 15.81 crores at the domestic box office. However, the ticket sales picked up pace on day 2 with 25.75 crores, taking the 2-day collection to 41.6 crores. And day 3, the film's revival continued with 26.25 crores, rounding out the opening weekend collection to 64.25 crores. Gunda. The film follows Bhaijan, essayed by Salman Khan, who is an honest man living happily with his brothers, but often resorts to violence to settle disputes with anyone. However, he decides to mend his ways for the sake of his girlfriend. When Bhaijan learns that his girlfriend's family is in trouble due to their previous rival, he sets out to protect them. Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan had all the usual masala elements, including action, humor,
Going across directly to Jhansi, this is where Assad's encounter had taken place. There's a recreation as per procedure and protocol that's taking place. Assad, remember, was the son of gangster turned Neta Atiq Ahmed. He was also seen, as per investigators, in the CCTV footage when Umesh Pal was being murdered, that he was one of the shooters. He was killed in an encounter on 13th of April. Uttar Pradesh police has said Assad was killed in allegedly retaliatory firing. Assad was one of the main accused, as was mentioned in the Umesh Pal murder case. It was Assad and another individual with him. Now, this is a recreation that's taking place. And this, remember, is part of procedure to help understand what exactly happened, what was the process like. And also, remember, this is in the background of an investigation that has been constituted. A 2-member judicial commission has been made to probe the killing. Let's listen in.
हो चुकी है, अब से गाड़ी दौड़ेगी और पीछे जो दौड़ाई जाएगी, जो टीम है वो एसटीएफ की टीम इनका पीछा करेगी और जो क्राइम सीन को दौराने के दौरान बोले इनकी आपस में जो मुठभेड़ होगी उस दौरान किस प्रकार जो वाकया हुआ था, वो किस प्रकार वाकया हुआ था, किस प्रकार गोलियां चली थी और दोनों के बीच में किसे किसे गोली लगी थी। आप देखिएगा गाड़ी को किस प्रकार यहाँ पर खड़ा किया गया। ये बता दें, ये जो क्राइम सीन को इसलिए दोहराया जा रहा है जिससे कि जो जांच है वो जांच में अधिक से अधिक सबूतों को इकट्ठा किया जा जा सके। आप देखिएगा, आप देखिए, आप देख सकते हैं कि गाड़ी हुई है। आप देखिएगा, आपको बता दें कि जो ये एनकाउंटर स्पॉट है। आप देखिएगा, ये जहाँ पर एनकाउंटर हुआ था दोनों लोगों का, इसके बाद यहाँ पर आप देखिएगा पीछे जो टीम आ रही है, आप देखिए पीछे भाग कर टीम आ रही है। अब हम पीछे दिखाएंगे जिस प्रकार एसटीएफ ने घेरा था उसके असद को और गुलाम को। देखिएगा आगे पीछे टीम है। आप देखिएगा पूरा जो दोहराया गया था, जो दोहराया जा रहा है उस प्रकार जो उस टाइम पे जो एनकाउंटर हुआ था वहाँ पर एसटीएफ देखिएगा पीछे देखिएगा किस प्रकार खड़ी हुई है। देखिएगा, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर जो किस प्रकार उसकी घेराबंदी की गई होगी, असद की और गुलाम की किस प्रकार घेराबंदी की गई होगी और उन्हें रोकने का प्रयास किया गया होगा। आप देखिएगा, हम पीछे आपको दोहरा देखिएगा टीम जो एसटीएफ की टीम है उसने कैसे किस प्रकार घेराबंदी की थी। आप देखिएगा पीछे चारों इधर भी खड़े हुए हैं जो एसटीएफ की टीम है, चारों तरफ से असद और गुलाम को घेर रखा हुआ है जिससे कि वो भाग ना सके। अब हम आपको दिखाएंगे। देखिएगा जो टीम है जो 13 अप्रैल को जब एनकाउंटर हुआ था उस टाइम पे क्या पोजीशन बनाई होगी, किस प्रकार घेराबंदी की गई होगी, वो सारी चीज को एक एक कर के दोहराया जा रहा है। यहाँ पर आप देखिएगा जो वो यहाँ पर अधिकारी है जो टीम में जो है एनकाउंटर, आप देखिएगा वहाँ पर किस प्रकार किस जो है पिछला से बाइकन से जो है एनकाउंटर किया गया था वो दिखाया गया था। आप देखिएगा किस प्रकार घेरा, देखिए साफ तौर पर किस प्रकार घेरा गया था। आप देखिएगा जैसे आपने देखा यहाँ पर खाली करिए।
All right, so this is the recreation that's taking place. Remember that the state government had also announced the formation of a 2-member judicial inquiry committee to investigate the encounter. Many questions, of course, were being raised, specifically in political opposition, where they said this has become an encounter raj in Uttar Pradesh. But Asad, according to the police, according to the STF, was killed in retaliatory firing. He was being seen as one of the prime accused, involved fully in the active gang that Atiq Ahmed had left behind when he was taken into arrest and sent to Bareilly prison first and later then to Sabarmati prison. That all that while it was the son Asad who was taking over the cartel, the gangs that Atiq Ahmed and his brother Ashraf used to run. On April 13th, remember, Atiq's son Asad was killed in an encounter after the police had been chasing. There was also now the search is on for Atiq Ahmed's wife Shaista Parveen. Bounty also on her, 50,000 rupees. This is a recreation that you're looking at, and you're also looking at the original encounter that had taken place of Atiq Ahmed and another individual, one of the shooters. Remember, Atiq Ahmed has had when his mobile phone was confiscated by the police, there are these videos that have emerged that where he is seen clearly torturing people, beating them, assaulting them. Anyone who used to challenge them were either assaulted or even killed by the gang. Listen in to the report on the ground.
रिक्रिएशन करके बताया जा रहा है। नाट्य रूपांतरण आप देख रहे हैं, ये देखिए पूरी न्यायिक जो जांच टीम है उसके सामने ये सारा घटना नाट्य रूपांतरण इसका चल रहा है। आप देखिए किस प्रकार ये पूर्ण नाट्य रूपांतरण इसका चल रहा है। इस तरफ अरे भाई पीछे हो जाइए थोड़ा सा, हम लोग का भी काम ही है, आप ही के काम। ये देखिए ये जूता जो पहने हुए है रिक्रिएशन प्रॉपर किया गया, वो गुलाम है। और उस तरफ जो आप देख सकते हैं।
All right, so that's what our report on the ground is telling us about the recreation. Remember, this is very similar to how the recreation was of Atiq and his brother Ashraf's killing also that had taken place, where they were being taken to a medical examination. And in that case also there were dummies or some people from within the police force as well who were taken as to represent Atiq and others and the shooters as well, because the shooters, the real shooters, the police did not want to take on the spot. This time as well, of course, they are using dummies for when Asad and another shooter who was killed in the encounter. According to the police, it was retaliatory firing. This has become a huge political showdown, meanwhile, in Uttar Pradesh. Asaduddin Owaisi, other parties as well had targeted the BJP at the state level, saying this is just encounter Raj and murder Raj that's happening in the state of Uttar Pradesh. But to this, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had said, We now know that there are no criminals or gang wars that are taking place. There are no communal riots. It's all because of the action that we have taken, whether it's the bulldozing or the mafia ko mitti mein mila denge, that Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had said. He had even said Uttar Pradesh is becoming a model on how to ensure that the rest of the country can take inspiration from to ensure law and order prevails. So what you see, of course, is the action that was taken by the UPSTF, by the Uttar Pradesh police, but it was also a huge political showdown that had taken place in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So these are the recreation scenes that are taking place in Jhansi, dummies being used to showcase how the bike had fallen, how the retaliatory firing had taken place, as the investigators have to say. And this was in Jhansi. Of course, they were being chased and search teams had been sent to different cities as well. Let's listen in now to what senior police officials have to say about it.
आएगी तो हम आपसे जरूर शेयर करेंगे।
2 घंटे में आ जाएगी एफएसएल की रिपोर्ट और सब कुछ साफ हो जाएगा। अभी 12 घंटे से ज्यादा बीत चुका है, क्या कहेंगे?
एफएसएल की रिपोर्ट के लिए कल डॉकेट तैयार करके पूरी रिपोर्ट।
Right, so we'll listen in to the senior police officials as well. They're cautious for now, not revealing too much. The UP police has also faced a lot of questions, whether it's the encounter, whether it's the killing of Atiq Ahmed. But importantly, now a committee will be led and investigate further into this encounter. Samar Srivastav is on the ground as well. Samar, this recreation, do tell our viewers, why is this significant with regard to why this recreation scene is taking place, similar to how Atiq and Ashraf's recreation had also taken place on the crime scene. Samar.
See, when this particular committee was found by the UP government, they were tasked to, in a way, get the information about the encounter killing of Asad Ahmed and Ghulam, and another committee for Atiq Ahmed and Ashraf. So that's why it is very important for them to be in Jhansi and do the scene recreation. Like, they will be able to understand what actually happened that particular day when Asad Ahmed along with Ghulam were gunned down in an encounter by Uttar Pradesh Special Task Force. And they will be they are there for that particular segment to note down each and every point, because they have to submit the entire report to the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, because this is another inquiry initiated by Uttar Pradesh government. Firstly, it was just about Atiq Ahmed and Ashraf cold-blooded murder. The 3-member committee was formed in the late night by Yogi Adityanath, but now 2 days back, another 2-member committee headed by a former DG and a former judge of Allahabad High Court. They have been there in Jhansi, and they are in a way recreating that particular scene with the help of local police to ensure what actually happened that afternoon when Asad Ahmed tried to flee or resisted to get arrested and started cross-firing at UPSTF. As per the STF Chief Amitabh Yash, that's what given in the press release handed over to the media. So what's very concrete is this is just the part, because we saw scene recreation in Prayagraj as well, and another scene recreation now happening in Jhansi. But what is evident is the other blood stains that have been found in the office of Atiq Ahmed. They are raising several questions, whether it's a murder, whether it's a suicide, how it happened. Though DCP of Prayagraj, Satin Tiwari, spoke to Indian TV just now, and he clarified that we have seen the CCTV footages so far, but there hasn't been any movement inside the office since the past 2 days. Now the question is, if there is no movement inside the office, then how the blood stains were found inside the office?
Stay on with me, Samarth, because we have big news coming in from Prayagraj, the case that you've been tracking for several days, ever since February 24th, where Umesh Pal was killed, and then all that happened. We have some more news coming in. Let's take a look at that quickly. Raids are taking place in Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. Cops suspect that Shaista Parveen could be hiding at a relative of Ashraf, who was the brother, also a gangster turned Neta, the brother of Atiq Ahmed. That there could be some relatives of his where she could be hiding. Raids are taking place. Cops are raiding the Hatwa area in Prayagraj. Remember, she is the widow of slain Ashraf, and these are Atiq Ahmed's stronghold areas where there were active gang members. She could have been taken shelter in some of those areas. Cops got a tip-off, but it was also remember, after bounty was raised of 50,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees, the bounty was raised on Shaista Parveen. Many are calling her the Mafia Begum, but the question is the hunt is on for her as well. Let's bring in Samarth on that. Samarth, go ahead. What are you picking up about what's unfolding in Prayagraj? Why is the police looking for the wife of Atiq Ahmed?
Shaista is still on for Uttar Pradesh police. Shaista is still on for Uttar Pradesh police. They are hunting, they are doing raids around the Prayagraj areas, different areas. We saw a few days back also in one particular village of Prayagraj where we saw police raiding for Shaista Parveen on the tip-off, but Shaista fled from that particular spot, and now again police team has got a tip-off around for Shaista Parveen, and it could be seen as another factor whether Shaista could be nabbed this time by UP police, because one factor is Guddu Muslim, another factor is Shaista Parveen. Now it's going to be worth seeing whether police would be able to nab Shaista Parveen, because she has been a significant factor in this proper Umesh Pal killing. Since then she's out of the radar of Uttar Pradesh police, and that's why it has become very evident for the police, because Shaista is somebody who knows everything about Atiq Ahmed's financial properties and his other things in the world of crime. Also, the role of Jaina Fatima could not be forgotten, because Jaina Fatima is the wife of Ashraf. She also holds many secrets. So that's why since that incident, Shaista Parveen is out of the radar of UP police, and now it's going to be worth seeing whether UP police would be able to nab him today or not.
All right, so on the radar of the Uttar Pradesh police are also the family members, the wives of these gangster-turned netas, because it's not just about the secrets. They were clearly running the cartel till the time the men were either behind bars or hiding. We have some more news coming in. Samarth, I want to thank you for now. This is about massive raids that are taking place in Prayagraj. Tears, anger and many questions of why these wrestlers are not being heard. This, remember, is against the former WFI chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. And now Bajrang Punia with other women wrestlers speaking at Jantar Mantar. Let's dip in.
देखिए यहाँ पे जो भी आता है हमारे समर्थन के लिए आता, ना कि अपनी वोट मांगने के लिए आता है। तो यहाँ पे जो भी आएगा, चाहे कोई भी आए, सबका वेलकम है। बीजेपी के लिए भी वेलकम है। ये नहीं कि जो लड़कियों का फायदा उठ रहा है वो आप लोग दिखा दीजिए। वो चुनाव से ज़्यादा बड़ा है। चुनाव तो उसके आगे कुछ भी नहीं है। तो हम चुनाव के लिए नहीं कर रहे, राजनीति करने के लिए या MLA MP बनने के लिए नहीं आए हम। हमें शौक नहीं है यहाँ फुटपाथ पे सोने का। कौन से पहलवान नहीं है हमारे साथ? सभी पहलवान हमारे साथ में हैं, और हम आगे इसलिए नहीं लेकर आना चाह रहे क्योंकि ट्रेनिंग एशियन गेम्स और ओलंपिक क्वालिफाई अभी है 2 महीने बाद। तो हम सभी पहलवानों को पीछे इसलिए रख रहे हैं क्योंकि तैयारियों में मैंने 3 गेम्स खेले, 2 एशियन गेम्स खेले, ओलंपिक खेला है। तो बहुत सारे खिलाड़ी जो हमारे यहाँ बैठे थे वो नए खिलाड़ी हैं जिन्होंने कोई गेम्स आज तक नहीं खेला है। तो उनको हमने इसलिए पीछे रखा है, ये नहीं कि वो हमारे साथ नहीं है।
बजरंग, आपने आरोप लगाए हैं कि किस तरीके से ये पूरा जो महिलाएं हैं जिन्होंने शिकायत दर्ज की है उन पर दबाव बनाया जा रहा है। तो क्या ये नाम जो थे वो पहले का रिपोर्ट में भी कहते हैं तो फेडरेशन के पास 7 लड़कों के नाम है?
अगर हमें जरूरत पड़ी तो जो लोग गए हैं घर पे उनके पैसे लेके गए हैं, दबाव बनाने के लिए गए हैं, अगर जरूरत पड़ी, अगर वो अपनी हरकतों से बाज नहीं आए तो हम उनके नाम मीडिया के आगे भी लेंगे। देखिए कोर्ट पे हमें भी विश्वास है। हम ये नहीं, ब्रिजभूषण तो पहले ये भी बोल रहे हैं कि कमेटी फैसला करेगी। आज न्यूज़ में आ रही है कि व्यवस्था पे वो आप भरोसा नहीं कर रहे। कौन सी व्यवस्था की आप बात कर रहे हैं? सारी व्यवस्था तो आपने ख़राब कर रखी है। नंदनी नगर में आप चैंपियनशिप करवा रहे हैं जहाँ पे उनका गढ़ है, और जो सस्पेंड कर रखे जो गवर्नमेंट के एम्प्लॉय थे विनोद तोमर, वो लड़कियों को मेडल पहना रहे हैं वहाँ पे। ये कौन सी व्यवस्था की बात कर रहे हैं? देखिए नया कानून से बड़ा मुझे नहीं लगता कोई है, चाहे वो दिल्ली पुलिस है चाहे कोई भी है। तो कानून ने जो आदेश और निर्देश दिए हैं उनका पालन सभी करते हैं। वो हम सभी जो हमारे जो कमेटी गठित करी है वो जो फैसला लेगी हम उसी पे चलेंगे। वो हमारा फैसला नहीं होगा, क्योंकि हमने एक बार अपना फैसला लेके देख लिया है। हमारे साथ जो राजनीति हुई है वो हम दोबारा नहीं चाहते। हमारी जो उसकी सज़ा, जो उस क्राइम, जो उन्होंने क्राइम किया उसकी सज़ा जो है वो उसको मिले, उसके बाद हम जाएंगे।
आपको नहीं लग रहा है कि अब लड़कों को सामने आ जाना चाहिए कि
मैडम सामने लगा गया,
वही मैं बोल आप अब आपको लगता है कि कई लड़कों
मैम देखिए, आप एक महिला हैं, आप खुद एक महिला हैं, आपके साथ में ऐसा कुछ होता है, किसी भी महिला के साथ होता है। कितना आसान होता है कि पब्लिक को ये बताना कि मेरे साथ ऐसे ऐसे हुआ है। महिलाओं के लिए इतना आसान नहीं होता है, और हमें गेम करना है आगे। लड़कियों ने कंप्लेंट्स दी हैं, वो बहुत बड़ी बात है। हमें अगर सामने जाना होगा तो हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने जाएंगे। सुप्रीम कोर्ट से बड़ा हमारे देश में कोई नहीं है। संविधान वाले देश में हम रहते हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट हमें जो भी आदेश देंगे, हर एक चीज़ पे हमें विश्वास है। उनके सामने जाने से हमें कतई परहेज नहीं है। लेकिन अभी वो बजरंग जो बता रहे हैं कि तोड़ने की प्रयास किया जा रहा है, डराने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है, ये बंद कर दीजिए, क्योंकि इससे ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके गुनाह छुप जाएंगे। किस किस को तोड़ोगे आप एक को तोड़ोगे तो 10 लड़कियां सामने आएंगी।
All right, so this is a developing story and they're waiting for a reaction from the government as well, from the ministers, but importantly some action as they are asking for an arrest of the former WFI chief. I'm heading to a very short break. We get you the latest from Karnataka. Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, has entered state of war Karnataka. He's heading there for public rallies to talk about Uttar Pradesh model, as he calls it, and more after a very short break.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 24 degrees.
Why can't it be my decision to choose what I want to have? I mean, maybe I wanted an Amul buttermilk this morning.
We are confident that Nandini is capable of fighting any competition, whether it's here in the domestic market or whether it is internationally. You know, Rahul Gandhi was here recently and said Nandini is the pride of Karnataka, while in his electoral state of Kerala, Nandini was being pushed back, unnecessarily creating division on the basis of even milk is something that the state is seeing for the first time, and the Congress will pay a very heavy price for this.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 24 degrees.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
India's only democratic newsroom does it again. Amidst India's most fiercely fought election, warriors from all sides on a single stage. From the title defenders
70 साल में क्यों टॉयलेट नहीं मिला, क्यों घर नहीं मिला, क्यों लाइट नहीं मिली,
to the charging challengers.
You are asking us 70 साल में तुमने क्या किया? हमने यही किया, डेमोक्रेसी को बचा के रखा और आपको प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनाया.
No voice ignored.
For the first time, BJP is going beyond the boundaries.
No voice silenced.
Karnataka has been made the corruption capital of this country. What did Modi do?
This crossfire